What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? Welcome to our 3v3 weekly Rewind Gaming Rocket League tournament. I am Joby Please, and with me today is Ben Vermeeren. How are you doing today, Ben?
I'm doing great. I've been looking forward to this all day, and I'm really happy to be here. I've had a little bit of trouble with my setup, you know all about that, but I'm ready to go. I want to get to custom Rocket League, and I'm hyped.
Yeah, rumor has it that there are a bunch of wires down down his pant leg, so he's he's turning into a cyborg on us. He'll be fully robot by the time the tournament's over. So that should be funny. Guys, before we get started, just want to mention real quick, you probably see the link in chat, but Naturino, this costs you nothing. Just a few finger twitches, a little bit of muscle reflexes. It's all on your keyboard. You click that link, go to the Matcherino page. All you have to do is click the donate button, and in the coupon code, you type in RGWeekly4. That'll automatically donate $1 to the weekly prize pool for Rewind Gaming. Appreciate any support you guys can throw that way. And it looks like our teams are getting in here. Our first round is going to be Stratus versus uPro. Stratus in blue, uPro in orange. And as soon as our teams get in here, we should be good to go. So this is actually my first time here over at Rewind Gaming. I have watched a tournament or two over here, and obviously knowing talking to Poison a few times. Happy that he's had me on today, and as well as Ben Vermeeren, who is a little bit of a freelance caster, does multiple games. Probably get into that later, as we're going to get straight underway, guys. Stratus and uPro. Stratus represented by Flux, JJT, and Splattrick, and then uPro, Drink Zeus, Kami, and Rip on the top on the crossbar, going down, pushed away by Kami, back towards midfield, going around. Flux trying to play that out, but it's played back in by Rip. Now back to midfield. Coming back around. Still a little bit of a slap fight so far, but it's Slaptick over, pushing it to JJ, and broken up by uPro. And it's pushed back to midfield here, going up. For that pass is Rip. Rip down. Looked like he was trying to get that over to Zeus, but just wasn't able to make it. And a slap fight so far between Stratus and uPro so far, Ben.
Yeah, no team are coming. That could have been dangerous.
Keeping it in play off the crossbar, coming down. And of course, when you try to pass things off, sometimes players just like to make some plays. And now Slaptick dumps that one over to JJT. JJT over onto the corner, bounces it off of one guy. Rip looking to clear it out. And looks like he will be able to as it sets back to midfield, but played back in. Stratus trying to put on some pressure. Already 3 shots on goal. The shot by JJ and saved by Rip. Flux looking to keep it in play again here, close to the crossbar. It's hanging. It's dangling, and Kami able to get over there, back over to Zeus. Oh my goodness, Slaptick keeping this in play. uPro, they can't get this out of their own territory. Desperately trying to get to that is Kami, but it's played back in by Flux. Now, again, back to midfield. It's about as far as they've gotten it, and getting bumped is Kami on trying to get to that ball. Finally, a play maybe for uPro, but it's turned back away into their territory.
I must say, Stratus, they're getting shot after shot after shot. They are the ones getting the most chances at scoring the goals, and they were close to getting one goal earlier on. And uPro, they're finally getting a little bit out of their goal. They're trying their best to play a little bit more aggressive.
And Flux trying to get this one out, almost sneaking it in was Kami, but it was just wide on the post, and JJ misses on that one, and Slaptrick coming to clean that up, but it does find it in his own corner now. Kami trying to get this, slipping it over, cleared away by Slaptrick. Now it's really just staying around in this corner. No one can get it anywhere. Finally, JJ pushes it back to midfield. Meeting him on the 50-50 is Kami. JJ trying to get that over to Flux, picked off by Rip. Rip coming down across the backboard, and too far. As we approach the halfway point, still no goals scored. 6 shots for Stratus so far, and only 2 for uPro.
But I must say, I'm certain this is not going to be steady going. The two teams are just attacking relentlessly at each other's goal all the time. But it is still Stratus that are having the most ball control.
Oh, Slaptrick here off the sidewall, tried the low air dribble. It was broken up, and JJ trying to tap that in to hit the crossbar. Flux with the follow-up, and now that ball sails towards the other end, towards Stratus's net. Slaptrick able to pick that ball up. Kami playing onto this one. JJ here are trying to play this ball out, ends up blowing a guy up on his way over. Flux now hits this over to the back wall, coming up a slap trick to take the shot, but it hits it right straight back onto the back wall. And now JJ misses that one, and Kami takes control, rolls around to the corner, onto the back wall, tries to put it in himself, and he's not able to. An opportunity missed. Now Slaptrick trying to slip that one in and pushed away by DrinkZeus.
Well, the two teams are just trying to trick each other all the time. They're trying to make these passes, but they're never really getting the right pass out there in order to get it into the goal. But oh, this could be dangerous.
Yeah, coming around, JJ hitting this off the ceiling, trying to clear it out. DrinkZeus catching that, giving it over to Kami. Kami coming back deep in Stratus territory. He bumps one guy and tries to take the shot, but JJ up there on the 50-50, able to break that one up. Slaptrick keeping this away from the net, coming back and bouncing it here. Rip tries to push it over, saved by Flux. Coming up for the follow-up is JJ, but he misses that as DrinkZeus keeps it in play, and Slaptrick waits for that to get down. He passes it over to Flux, slams it in to uPro's corner. He can't get up to that one, then he's met by Rip. Rip can't get the second tap over to Zeus, and missing it is Flux, and it goes in! And DrinkZeus gets the first goal of the game with 51 seconds left to go. uPro up 1-0.
Big mistake coming in from... That's Flux making a big mistake. That is not what you want to have happened here with only 30... I'm stumbling on my word. 51 seconds left to go, and well, huge mistake. That's all I have to say. There's not a lot to analyze about that one.
Yeah, Ben's a little lost for words there on that play. Certainly, the whiff just got him too much. Kami gonna try to play this, looking to go up 2-0 maybe, but JJ pushing that one away. A very defensive game so far. I mean, there are no saves out from Stratus, but there are 5 coming out from uPro, and they needed to. 9 shots on goal in total from Stratus. Stratus putting the shot down, and DrinkZeus can barely clear that one away. Oh my goodness, a good save by DrinkZeus, but he definitely needed Rip there to follow up, and he does. Cleanly with the shot, but it's going to be just wide off of JJ. Coming Flux with the shot off the crossbar. Now, coming up is Flux. Flux is going to take the shot high off the backboard. Coming JJ to clean it up. The top 1-1 with 10 seconds left to go.
This game is crazy. Yes, there was a big mistake coming out from Flux, but here comes JT. Alongside the help of his teammates, they're able to score a goal. They have an amazing positioning in this game throughout the whole match so far, and well, 10 seconds left to go. Oh, this could be dangerous as well.
Yeah, trying to play this one, and JJ gets it over to Slaptrick, and a great save by Rip. Zeus trying to get the follow-up for the clear, but it's going to hang around midfield. They still might have a play here, but it might touch the ground, and we have overtime.
We have overtime. This is going to be very close. The two teams, 1-1. Both teams, they definitely want to win this game. They don't want to put themselves further behind in this best of 3.
Yeah, Rip trying to play this out. He's going to try to tap it off the sidewall. He does miss it. Slaptrick playing it back in onto the backboard. Played nicely by DrinkZeus. Down opposite corner, Kami getting the follow-up, pushing it back into Stratus territory. Now it's going to hang dangerously over there. Now coming up is Rip trying to make something happen, but he severely undercuts that ball. And Flux going to play Enforcer on Kami. Kami jumps right over him. There's Kami. Back over, picked off by JJ. JJ tried to slap that back to, Slaptrick, and Flux. Also, Rip taking the shot towards the net. There's no one there. Off the post. Oh, and Rip. He goes up a little too fast and then backflips trying to hit that ball in. He did have a shot there, and it's a big missed opportunity by uPro.
Stratus, they do have ball control once again, but uPro, they are so good at defending their goal. There's not a ball coming in there if they have something to say about it.
Yeah, coming down around now is Kami, but breaking it up and keeping it in play. Slaptrick hits it off to the corner. Coming back down, Rip back over to Kami. Kami misses the follow-up on the pass from Rip. See if he can grab that one. No, broken up by Flux. Coming up now, there's DrinkZeus pushing it over opposite field into Stratus territory. JJ tries to get that back to midfield and puts that back over to Kami. Still now it's hanging around midfield. We're approaching a minute 30 into overtime, and it's just been kind of back and forth. No crazy, not a crazy amount of pressure coming out from either team so far in this overtime. 1 or 2 plays so far, but overall, not so much.
No, well, uPro, they're attacking once again.
Yeah, now coming around Rip, trying to get up on DrinkZeus, and he does. Slaptrick. Kami trying to play this out. JJ and Flux both going up for this ball. JJ does find himself behind it, trying to play it here off the back wall. DrinkZeus misses it. Flux keeping it in play. He knocks it to the other corner of uPro territory. Rip dumps that to Kami. Kami trying to get it back to Rip, but JJ breaks that one up. Still, Slaptrick off the back wall. There's JJ keeping it in play. JJ coming back around to receive his own rebound. Coming against Flux, he shot just wide. Low on the back wall. Kami Hits that over towards midfield. Slaptrick, he can't get to that ball. It's going to go in. And 2-1. That was a bit anticlimactic. uPro taking game number 1.
A long shot coming out from Kami to end the overtime. We were reaching nearly 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but Kami were able to close it out for his team. And uPro, I have to say, they were really good at the defensive plays, but the goals that they scored perhaps wasn't the most mechanically skilled ones. It was a little bit of a luck one, I'd have to say, because a few times it was a bit of a positioning mistake coming out from Stratus. But with that in mind, Stratus, they were really good at attacking. So perhaps we could see that coming out from them again in this next game. Because if they can keep up this aggressive way to play against uPro, then it'll pay off sometime, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I mean, uPro's defensive rotations were on point. They had 8 saves. 8 saves off of the many shots, and Stratus didn't have any. And I think you really nailed it on the head with, Stratus just rotations breaking down, positioning not as good and on point as uPro, just playing really well defensively. We'll see how Stratus can return. It was a 2-1 game with a 2-minute overtime, so anything can happen here in game number 2 as we get right underway. Coming right off the face-off, JJ playing this towards the net, Rip pushing that to the corner. Flux down off the backboard, coming JJ trying to get that, and he whiffs hard. Rip coming up trying to beat Slaptrick to that ball. He can't. It's pushed off into the corner. Stratus territory now. Slaptrick and JJ and Flux, all 3 members of Stratus trying to get this ball out. JJ does come up with it, able to push it back over to uPro's zone. Coming up, Slaptrick over this, and heck, that was a shot by Slaptrick, but it's just wide on the post. Flux, he ends up tossing that one to Drinksus, and Drinksus is going to hit that off the back wall. It doesn't go in, and Flux able to get that pick off of Rip. Now Flux to the opposite corner. Hits that one over to JJ. JJ gets the tap down, and a great save by Drinksus. Coming up for the follow-up is Rip. A good hit, but he hit it right into Drinksus, and not exactly where you wanted to hit that one. Slaptrick trying to take the pass from Flux, and it goes wide. Not able to make the connection.
This game, it is so close. The 2 teams are getting shot after shot. They're just always getting a chance at scoring goals, but they're never really able to capitalize.
He beats everyone there. It's going to roll
nice,
in. 1-1, just over a minute gone. A little different so far as our first goal of the game in game 1 came 4 minutes and 9 seconds later.
But nonetheless, Drinksus are able to score the first goal for uPro, and that is a good start for them. We talked about how they are so good at playing defensive, and it might be time for them to just park the bus now, to just stand down at their goal, and then, well, basically just defend their way to the victory.
Slaptrick trying to come down off this from the slam on Kami. Now, Rip has to make the save there. He does. JJ keeps it in play with the counter off the post to the crossbar. He gets it in the top corner. 1-1, just like that. Stratus ties it up.
Well, I know I mentioned that uPro are really good at playing defensive, but I also mentioned that Stratus, they're really good at playing aggressive, and with the help of the wall, JJT are able to put it straight into the goal of uPro.
And here now on the face-off, it's going to go the way of uPro as it hits off into the corner, but able to come up on the follow-up is Flux, pushing it back to midfield towards uPro territory. Now Flux might try to take a shot, but it was wide anyway. Rip trying to clear that out. JJ playing it back in. And one thing you can definitely say about Stratus, I think, Ben, is they are good at trying to keep it in play with their offensive rotations, but uPro just coming out superior defensively. Flux blowing up Rip in net, but nothing comes of it as it goes back into their own territory. Oh, off the crossbar, that's a free goal for Rip, and that was a very textbook 2-1 goal.
This game is way more chaotic than the first one, and with the help of Kami, Rip just got that pass into the middle, were able to put it straight into there because there were no goalie from the side of Stratus to defend that goal, and that puts them 1 goal up against Stratus.
And here, now uPro territory again off the face-off. Seems to be happening a lot, but uPro is up in this game. Coming, Kami met on the 50-50 by Slaptrick, still hanging around midfield. Rip gonna push this over towards Kami, but the connection can't be found. Pushed away. Flux and JJ both go for that one, and they both miss. There's Zeus to Kami. Kami hits that lightly, and Slaptrick breaks that one up and pushed back in by Rip, and again by Slaptrick. Hanging around midfield, shallow into uPro's zone. Again on the 50-50. This ball is just ping-ponging back and forth, side to side. Coming. Oh, it drops down off of the backboard. Saved by Kami. Now, Kami's going to take the pass from Rip. Kami hitting it into the corner, and Slaptrick looking to push it away. And he's not able to get back up to that ball, but coming up to support him is JJ. JJ and Slaptrick force this one over. And oh my goodness, Slaptrick! No, JJ couldn't get turned around. Oh man, you think Slaptrick was screaming, get turned around, you can make the shot, you can make it. But
he could have made that shot, dude. It was so close for him. He just needed to turn around. It was shot straight into the middle. But as of now, uPro, they are the one dominating the game. They are the ones just having the ball controlled. Whereas Stratus, they are trying to get what's remaining.
Oh, and Flux with the shot! The top corner shot from midfield, and not able to get up there in time was Drinksus, and they tie the game up with less than 2 minutes left to go.
Never mind about having the ball controlled. Yes, uPro, you are the one sitting in the driver's seat, but if you give Flux one chance to score a goal, he will do it. And now, as you said, the game is equalized with only 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go.
Yeah, coming now around Kami, trying to get his team back in the lead again. uPro is up 1-0 in the series. It's a best of 3, so Stratus playing to stay alive. JJ pushing this towards midfield. He does get the second tap in the air. Meeting him is Rip. And getting blown up nowhere near the play was Drinksus. Now Drinksus is going to be in prime position to try to clear that ball away off the back wall. Rip able to clear that back to midfield. Now it's going to be Drinksus. Drinksus is going to take this shot towards the net, but it's going to be light. And pushing it away is JJ. JJ up the Slaptrick. Slaptrick here gets the double tap onto the corner, and Flux pushing that back to his own zone. Now about a minute left to go. It's going to be JJ trying to play this one out. Kami flips that over to Slaptrick. Slaptrick put shot on it. A great save by Zeus. Flux trying to keep this one in play. It does get behind 2 defenders on uPro, and now it flicks high for JJ, who puts the shot on the net, and it hits the post. No going. JJ and T. 3-2 for Stratus, the pinball special. It dumps in, 49 seconds left to go.
It all started with that reset that came out from Drinksus. It allowed the side of Stratus to get time to play down to the court of uPro. And with the help of uPro, Stratus were able to score yet another goal. 45 seconds left to go. They are in a hurry. uPro,
oh my goodness,
they just score!
8 seconds after. They have to make something happen. Well, Rip is just going around. He looked like he tried to bump. He didn't get anybody. And splitting all 3 defenders is Kami on that. I'm not even sure how he got that in.
This game is crazy, dude. This is so chaotic. 3-3. 40 seconds left to go. And as you said, Stratus, they are fighting for survival.
Yeah, coming now. Slaptrick putting a shot onto the net. And Drinksus somehow getting a tap on that ball. And another shot saved again by Drinksus. Drinksus comes up with this back to midfield. But he gets clotheslined as it goes back around, still hanging around in midfield. Kami dumps this once, and there's Slaptrick rolling this up to the sidewall. And now Rip's going to be looking to play this one out. He was trying to levitate his way to that ball, and Drinksus now met on the 50-50 by JJ, except he didn't get even 50 of that. He got 0 of that. 10 seconds left, less than 10 seconds left. A shot by Flux and a great save by Rip and a clear by Kami, and that might send us to overtime here, but it is still in the air. Anything can happen. It drops. We have overtime.
That shot could have been so dangerous. We could perhaps have seen Stratus just move straight forward to yet another game, but we are into overtime, as you said, and now we'll have to see if we get 2 minutes and 30 seconds once again.
Yeah, Kami flipping that over to Rip. Rip not able to hit the ball, is now looking, or at least trying to get control of the ball, was Stratus. And the ball's just kind of flopping around here in the corner. But Flux looking to finally take control. It spikes there off the ceiling. Kami playing it back in. Kami does a little bit of a flip. Not sure if that's what he wanted to do there. Slaptrick able to push that away. Back shallow to Stratus zone into uPro territory. Rip pushing this back. A little bit of a, I always call it a slap fight when they're just slapping it back and forth. And getting blown up on his way of clearing the ball is Flux. But it does go into uPro's corner. Playing it in. JJ. It's going to be a little hard and flying opposite field. Now Rip to midfield.
As of now, it looks like we're not playing Rocket League, but are playing table tennis as the ball just goes back and forth ping pong.
Table tennis and Debo with the shot. Target got the rebound by Kami. Gets it 4-3, and uPro's going to be moving on. And Kami again with the clutch overtime goal.
The Stratus are out of the tournament. They played really well, but uPro just showed up. They were so good at defending. They ended up being better at attacking in this second game of this best of 3 series. And uPro, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they'll do against the next opponent, because this team, well, the way that they played, it was so good. As I said, good at defending, good at attacking as well. And well, if their opponents can't handle that, well, then they are going to have a lot of trouble.
And we saw some great things. Again, another 8 saves coming out for uPro. 16 saves overall in this series in 2 games. That's just insane. Definitely great. What I love from uPro the most, I think, is their defensive rotations were just on point. And Drinksus
Yes,
had
it
2
was.
clutch saves where one, maybe just a little bit of puck luck coming his way as the ball did fall right down onto the side of his car, but then positioning his car right after that for the next spike down from Stratus. And he saved that ball and really kept uPro from really falling. I don't think that Stratus took a single lead in the series and only were able to ever tie the game up, but just great overall by uPro. It'll be great to see how far they get in this tournament.
But to be fair to Stratus, I mean, they were able to be in the driver's seat a few times. They had momentum going for themselves some of the times, but they just allowed uPro to get that defensive play. They allowed uPro to time and time again just have those defensive rotations that you praised so highly. And they shouldn't have been allowed to do so. You know, you are 3 man on the court. You can play to each other, you can pass the ball between each other, and you can also demolish people. So why do you even allow your opponent to build up that boss to try and just defend that highly?
Yeah, I mean, hey, all I'm gonna say, all I'm gonna say is
Yeah.
again is 16 saves. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my only answer to you. But guys, we'll be right back. I'm Joey, please. He's Ben Vermeeren. Sometimes that's hard to pronounce pretty fast. But we will be right back with our next round, and we'll see you real shortly. All right, guys, we are back. We're going to get our second round here underway just shortly, just waiting for all of our players to get rounded up here and to get this started. But just want to mention real quick before we start again, guys, Matcherino, if you don't see it in the link, you can type in exclamation, then Matcherino in chat. It'll bring up a link. It costs you nothing at all. All you got to do is type in RG Weekly 4. And that will automatically donate $1, no cost to you, to add to the prize pool for next week for Rewind Gaming. And any kind of support you can throw that way, guys. Just a few little your finger muscles can use a little bit. You're typing away in chat already. Just do it. But anyways, we'll get right underway here. Velocity and Frontside. We have Frontside represented by Chippy, Just Messin, and Scylla. And of course, Velocity in is Jack Hex, Lance. And there we go. There's my first name that I can't pronounce. Lance Sex. Is that what that is? Lance Siox? Lancho?
Stupid American.
Oh, no chill over here. It hurts. But we're gonna get right underway, and also Lid Wolf or Lild Wolf going off now with the shot quickly by Scylla, but it's just wide there on the rolls up off the back wall, and now playing it back in, Just Messin, coming up trying to hit it twice, and coming up with Scylla for the follow up, but he misses. He gets pushed back opposite side of Velocity territory. Now Chippy hits that over, but there's no one to receive that ball. Everyone's just hanging around in midfield.
Lidwolf just hit Jack Haxo. That could have been very dangerous. You never want to put it into the middle if you don't have a friend there or a teammate that can catch the ball for you, because then your opponents will most likely just punish you for that. So just a quick tip, never make any reckless plays.
Yeah, now coming around. I still don't know how to pronounce that name. Is it? You gotta tell me real quick. Landsharks?
I'd say it's Landsharks, but
Just Messin, just Messin, take it off into space with the ball as he rises up to the top. 1-0 Frontside.
That's a really nice play coming out from Just Messin, just tricking the goalie of Velocity right there, putting it into the goal. 1 minute gone already, and 1 up for Frontside eSports.
Just Messin on the face-off, try to get that over to Scylla. It does bounce back to him. Now Chippy trying to look for an angle on the ball. He can't find it. Pushing it back over to Lild Wolf. Lild Wolf actually misses this ball. Just Messin coming to clear it away. They're actually going to shoot this straight towards the net. Jack Hacks able to get the clear. Coming for the follow-up was Chippy, but he was met by Lild Wolf, who beat him to the ball. Scylla keeping it in play. It's going to roll real slowly off to the ceiling. Scylla gets it by 2 defenders, but Jack Hacks coming to clear back to midfield. Down around Lild Wolf and Chippy on the 50-50. It's going to bounce straight back down into Scylla, who pushes that towards the net off to the back, while Scylla coming to do his own rebound, and Jack Hacks back to midfield, breaking it up. Now, there's Jack Hacks again, flips it right towards the net, Just Messin over to Scylla, and now it finds opposite territory in Velocity's corner. Lild Wolf, Chippy trying to...
I really think that Velocity they like to play on the edge because live on the edge because most of the times that I've seen them just shoot a ball away from their goal, it has been in a very, very dangerous way. It's always been very slow. It's been perfectly laid up for their opponents, but as of now, they are very much on their back wheels, so to say, because they are not the ones in control.
Yeah, Chippy looking to try to get this away from his end, and he is able to get, smack it back to midfield, but waiting for that one. It's Lance now. Lance looking for the ball, but getting bumped was Chippy. Over to Jackhacks, over his own backboard. Good defense coming out from Velocity there on their backboard. Still going to tap this high. Jackhacks and Lildwolf going up for that, able to push it into the corner. We are already halfway, more than half of this game is gone. It's still 1-0. This game has flown by. Only one shot coming out from Velocity so far. Four. Excuse me. Ooh, frontside, and somehow Chippy got that ball in. That looked like that was going to hit the crossbar, but he flicks that one up, and it goes in 2-0 frontside.
Once again, Velocity, they are not in the right position. They are living their life on the edge. They are not really communicating, or probably I'd say, because it seems like one guy is always doing something else, whereas two of the guys are actually in the right position. But this time it was basically just messing, putting it straight up for Chippy to put it into the goal.
And Just Messin passes it to himself, but it hits the crossbar, and now it's hanging. The tangling tomato. No one's able to pick that one, finally. It looked like Lil Wolf did get that one away from his net, and Jackhacks pushing it back to midfield. Scylla meeting them there as he's dribbling, and he pops it real low, and it almost gets it by everybody, but they were finally able to clear that one away. Velocity trying desperately to get something going here. As Lance now pushing this over into the corner, tries to get the second tap down. Chippy breaks that one up. Just Messing back to Chippy. Chippy trying for the short hop air dribble. If the ball gets away from him, Jackhacks breaks that up and pushes it away. Back around.
Keep in mind that this is a best of 3 series, so if Velocity loses this first game, then they will be in trouble in the next game. Oh, this could be a nice setup, will not be enough for Just Messing, but Chippy comes in and actually hits the ball going straight back to the goal. And Frontside eSports, they're trying left, right and center, and as of now, they have only gotten 2 goals, but it might be enough with only 1 minute remaining.
Well, Scylla, he blew Jackhacks up, trying to maybe get something going, but the ball ends up in their end, and that will be no play for them on that potential power play quickly. Scylla does tap that one straight back down on the 50-50. Lance actually gets all of it. Coming down now to get that is Lildwolf, but beat by a lot to the ball. Just Messin. Scylla punches this over towards Just Messin. Just Messin gets that hit. Back to Scylla. Scylla gets the shot, hits the post, and rolls away. 30 seconds left to go. Still some time for Velocity to get back into this game. And like we said, we have another game to play here. Jackhacks trying to take that pass from Lance and roll this up onto the side. So we're still rolling down onto the time. Less and less time for Velocity to get back into it as we approach the 10-second mark. Scylla with the shot. Lildwolf hits that one into Lance and able to make the save. It's a nice little team defense by Velocity. But as the time ticks down now, Frontside will take game number 1 very convincingly.
Very convincingly indeed. Frontside eSports, they had some great attacking plays in that game, and Velocity, they did not have the right rotation, they did not have the right positioning, and we all know that little strokes, they felt great oaks, and well, if you allow Frontside eSports to come in with the axe and just hammer away at you, well then you will start to lose your ground, and you will lose the first game in a best of 3 series.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, it looks like the server went down for maintenance. Thanks, Psionics. We will be right back in just a second, guys, as we get a new server set up for our teams for game number 2 between Frontside and Velocity. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back here for our game number 2 of this round in our series. Frontside winning game 1, 2-0 against Velocity. And Ben Varmery, what do you think? What do you think Velocity's got to do? I mean, Frontside just had a lot of good plays coming out, but Velocity just couldn't seem to really get anything going offensively for the most part.
They need to fix their positioning for one, because whenever Frontside eSports were attacking, it simply felt like Velocity weren't in the right position. They weren't uh, able to handle the amount of pressure that Frontside eSports were creating, and therefore they were just all over the map and weren't able to clear away the ball, which ended up losing them the first game. Oh, Chippy, that was cheeky.
Yeah, Chippy stopping right before he hit that ball. He was able to get control, and Chippy just lesson, and a great play by Frontside early. 7 seconds in, 1-0 Frontside.
Oh, that was nice. Nice pass coming from Chippy, and just messing is definitely not messing around in this game, coming in with the nice shot already from the start. 103 kilometers per hour, shooting it straight into the goal. 7 seconds only gone for now. We still have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go.
Oh, and putting that one, no, it hits the post and bounces away. The shot by Jack Hacks is saved by the posts, and that one hurts a little bit. That's one you can't miss if you're Velocity. You got to take that opportunity when you can get it. Scylla back over to Just Messin. Just Messin not able to get to that ball, and it's pushed away by Lil Wolf. Now Chippy hitting that one high. Lance coming to keep it in play. It's going to be Lil Wolf trying to go up for this. Chippy's already on the back wall, able to hit that one back down to midfield. Now Just Messin, he's able to get it by Jack Hacks, excuse me. But now the pass to Jack Hacks, he actually misses that. Getting that, oh my goodness, Lance, it hits off the post and then wasn't able to follow up with Lil Wolf. Velocity with 2 opportunities here early to get themselves on the board, just not able to find the net. And now Lil Wolf is going to try to put another opportunity here for Velocity, but this one gets away from them and it hits back into midfield, now over into Frontside's corner.
This game is also crazy. I'd have to say Velocity, they are definitely coming out and making some more aggressive plays in this game, and it does allow them to not fall witness. Sorry, it does have. I'm stumbling on my word. It does allow them to.
Hashtag words are hard for
English
Ben a
is
little
hard,
bit here.
man. English is very hard. Normally it's mathematics that is my weakness, but as of now it's English.
Oh, the ball's just hanging around and punching it, but still it hits the post and just rolls away. That's 2 inside post saves right now. I'd say the MVP of game number 2 has been the posts for both teams. Coming, Chippy tries to play that in, but it's cleared away by Lil Wolf. Lil Wolf gets that over to Jack Hacks, trying to get it off to the sidewall, pushed away by Scylla. Now, Lance trying to get that back. Jack Hacks, he plays this high onto the ceiling. A lot of faith in his teammate to push that one away, but he does. Scylla playing this back in 2 over the net. Just Messin trying to get there, cleared away by Lil Wolf, and now play back in by Chippy. Saved by Jack Hacks. Just Messin looking to keep it back over to Chippy. Instead, Just Messin and Chippy both going to hit that ball. Just Messin trying to go up for that one, but he can't find it, and Jack Hacks hits it back to midfield. Getting blown up is Chippy on that play, and they're going to have to do this. 2v1, Chippy with the shot, and a great save by Lance. It's still hanging around, and Just Messin's waiting for that ball like a tiger, hunting his prey, but instead the ball gets away from him. No meal for Just Messin. Coming, Scylla back to midfield. He gets it by 2 defenders. Scylla rushing to this ball, but so is Jack Hacks. Looks like Scylla just wants to blow Jack Hacks up on there, but he wasn't able to get to him in time. He is going to play that back opposite field of Velocity territory, and Lance bops that back. Oh, that's dangerous.
You don't want that. So it's actually looking like Velocity, they have listened to the stream and they have fixed their positioning. They are playing way better in their defensive state as of now, but 1 minute 55 seconds left to go and they are still 1 goal behind. That could have been very dangerous. Frontside eSports, they're not giving up. They are not content with only 1 goal.
Just Messin had that shot. Chippy's going to take a shot here, cleared away by Jack Hacks, but Just Messin completely missed it earlier. And now in midfield, playing it back in. Just Messin back down. Scylla. Lance trying to clear it away. 2 members of Velocity bump into each other. Lil Wolf able to regain his wheels, but it doesn't matter because it's 2-0 as Scylla goes top deck. 1:30 left to go. Frontside up by 2.
As I said, it is simply just Frontside eSports consistently attacking. They have not really reached their peak yet, I have to say, because they are the team that consistently attacks against a team that, well, they had the ball control in the early game, but they have just lost it now that we've come into the more later stages of this second game in this best of 3 series.
Lance trying to go up for that, but he actually misses it completely. Just messing. Gonna try to keep this ball away from Velocity. And it's still hanging around in the corner here. They can't get control of the ball, and that's going to float over towards the net. And Lance is going to be able to make the save, but Chippy with the shot off the post. Just messing gets the rebound, and it's 3-0 with a minute 6 left to go. That might be the nail in the coffin.
Once again, we are down at the orange court, and everybody from Frontside eSports are just hanging around the goal of Velocity. And Velocity, they're not getting one chance to breathe. They are losing, they're getting choked. And well, Frontside eSports, they are now 3-0 up against Velocity. And it looks like, as you said, it's the nail in the coffin, and Frontside eSports will take home this victory.
Oh, and Lance missing on that ball. Scylla going to play it in. And still on this ball is Scylla. Great control with his car and positioning by Scylla as he's hitting that ball around. Just messing, also picking that off to the sidewall. It's just great, or not just messing, I'm sorry, that was Chippy. And it was just all around Frontside has just had great control of this game. I've never felt yet that Velocity has really kind of taken
completely control of this game. There has not really been that many chances for Velocity to come up and have a shot at the goal, because they haven't been able to have control of the ball. They have always been down at the orange court, where Frontside eSports, they are, well, having the time of their life. And as of now, it's just falling to crumbles for Velocity. They are starting to group up. They are starting to have that bad positioning once again.
Yeah, Lance here going to try to get maybe a feel-good goal for his team. He does flick it past one guy, but the ball gets away from him. And as the clock ticks down to 0 and the ball drops to the ground, Frontside is going to move on to the next round in the tournament. We said a couple times just now, great play by Frontside. They will be moving on. I liked just the overall play by them coming out. I mean, we had a lot of shots. We had 9 shots coming out from Frontside, only 2 for Velocity. I'm going to tell you something. If you didn't know, to score goals, you got to shoot the ball towards the net. If you don't shoot the ball towards the net, you're not going to score goals. That's just, you know.
Damn, dude, that's
your
I
deep
think that's the reason why you're the play-by-play caster.
It just might be. We'll be back with our next round, guys. I'm Joey Please. He's Ben Varmarin, and we will be right back. What's up, guys? We are back, and the bracket is doing some odd things. We're actually just moving down in the same round and going to be watching. It's going to be Team Him versus Team Complex. This should be a pretty good one. I'm excited again. Joey, please, here doing the play-by-play with me, doing color, is Ben Vamarin. All right, Ben, how are you doing today? How are you?
I'm doing great, Jorby. I'm happy to be here alongside you. I mean, we are two fine gentlemen just enjoying a little evening of Rocket League casting, so it couldn't be better. And, well, here comes the kickoff.
I couldn't agree more, and we get right underway here in game number 1 between these two teams, as in blue is going to be Him, represented by Frontier Spot, Hydrogen, and Pharrell. We're just going to call him Pharrell.
Hydrogen?
It's Pharrell, and getting the shot right away is Insanity. That's going to be Team Complex, represented by Insanity, Lumio, and Zergrush. Insanity finding the first goal in the game.
Starting all the way down from his own court, Insanity is able to score the first goal of this game for his own team and putting them up 1-0 against Hydrogen, Moretti, and Frintersport.
Zergrush able to get that follow-up on the face-off and Insanity. Back to Zergrush. Everyone's coming around the ball. Everyone misses it. What's going on? Everyone's moving the ball. Is this a Prospect 2 game? Coming around. Frontier Spot gets that over to Farrell, and it's cleared back over to midfield by Insanity. Reaching it over. That was just a breakdown. A breakdown of sanity, if you will. Coming down off the ceiling, and a great save by Farrell as it came down fast. I'm just a little flabbergasted from that earlier play.
That was so close for that ball to go in, and nobody, neither Zergrush or Insanity, were able to put it straight in there. So that's a huge mistake coming out from Complex. They should have been able to put it in there in order to put himself up 2-0 against Him. But, well, mistakes were made. Now they're only 1 up against them.
Yeah, now coming around, high off the backboard. Pushing it is Frontier Spot over towards Lumio. Lumio pushing it away. Lumino, excuse me. Now over. Oh my gosh, it gets by one guy. There's some interesting plays coming out. The shot's going to be wide. Over, cleared away by Insanity. And Insanity's been all over this ball early in the first minute, half of this game. Zergrush coming in and trying to push that into the corner. Broken up by Farrell. Farrell down the Frontier Spot. Puts this shot. It's going to be light right on top of Insanity's car. Trying to break that one up. Pushing it back in is Farrell. And now cleared away by Zergrush. Back to Insanity. Trying to get it back to Zergrush as Frontier Spot pushes that one away. Insanity. The shot by Farrell. Now Lumino. Playing it back to midfield. It's been back and forth besides that quick goal by Insanity with a shot by Zergrush from the sidewall in midfield. 2-0 Complex.
Lumino putting it all the way up into there with the help of that ball. Sorry, the ball, and with the help of the ball were able to be put into the goal. English is so hard for me tonight, but, well, it is simply just Complex coming in with these complex shots, but they are able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, ball after the face-off, still hanging around midfield. Ball's just kind of rolling around where it wants to, but finally, teams trying to get something going. A little back and forth so far. Nothing really developing, but it looks like Him getting something going here. It's going to hang here close to Complex's net and clearing that one away. Insanity back to Zergrush. Zergrush tapping that over, really passed that to Farrell, honestly. Playing it nicely off the back wall was Lumino, who power shots that on his front bumper the entire way across the field. Lumino hitting this off the back wall, and Zergrush just a little too far to the left to try to take that rebound. Oh, it was a great pass over to Hydrogen as he tried to get to that one. Now Insanity flips past the ball as well. He's going to dump that back to Zergrush. Zergrush with the shot, but it's going to be light and slow, and Frontier Spot easily saves that one and clears it back to midfield. Coming out was Hydrogen. That's way too fun. And Insanity pushes it back to midfield. Insanity.
Him are not getting the shots that they need to. They need to be able to get the shots in order to equalize this game. And as of now, it's simply just Complex having the ball control, which allows them to score goal after goal and just have the ball down at the blue court all the time.
Oh, it's hanging, and already up there was Zergrush to push it over to Lumio, but Zergrush is like, no, you're taking too long. I'm going to hit that myself. And spike back down to midfield. Lumino catches that one. The ball gets way behind him and pushed over to Farrell by Hydrogen. Coming high off the back wall, almost with the shot, was Frontier Spot, but he misses it. And now it's going to be, excuse me, Farrell back to Hydrogen. Zergrush to Insanity with a shot and a great save by Farrell. Trying to keep that one in play with Zergrush, but he just missed it. and Farrell's going to push this one back to midfield. It's going to hang around still in midfield. Lumino and Hydrogen fighting for this ball. Insanity and Hydrogen now. Hydrogen wins that battle. Coming up is Frontier Spot. He has the shot, and almost saving that one was Zergrush, but it was too little, too late. And finding themselves on the board is LazeHim.
A glimmer of hope comes in for LazeHim as a mistake comes out from Complex. Nobody were there. Two guys were going for the boost. And as I said, the glimmer of hope is now in their eyes. 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. And they only have to score 1 goal in order to get overtime.
Well, chat has come out in full force support for LazeHim here. And having them take all of their energy. We'll see if they can capitalize on that. And it's pushed away by Zergrush. Played back in. And cleared away again. 50 seconds left to go. Lumino hits that one high. And coming up is Frontier Spot to get the light tap over to Farrell. Farrell back to Frontier Spot. Frontier Spot can't get a good hit on that ball. But Farrell is going to try to play that in. Gets cleared back to midfield. Zergrush taking that from Insanity. There's Zergrush off the back wall. Coming up Insanity with the shot, and it turned away by, excuse me, Frontier Spot over back to Farrell. Down. Oh, waiting for that is Hydrogen, but he misses the ball. And now Insanity has a free goal. What was he doing back there anyway? It's 3-1. Team Complex with 21 seconds left to go.
A trend from Complex is to score goals starting all the way down from their own goal. Once again, we see Zergrush putting it up for Insanity to put it into the goal of LazeHim, and that small glimmer of hope has now been turned off. There's no glimmer of hope left for LazeHim with only not even a minute, 10 seconds more or less left to go. They have to really get going if they want to get back into this game, but time is running down.
And there were some good plays late coming out from LazeHim after that first goal with the shot down and the spike by Frontier Spot with 2 seconds left to go. Not out of the woods yet.
It's doable. It's definitely doable. 2 seconds left to go. They need to shoot it straight into the goal, more or less. Get some insane play going for themselves. But oh, this is going to be crazy. Kickoff coming out.
This kickoff is going to be huge. We'll see what happens. And it is going to bounce the way of Team Complex. Coming up is going to drop down. And Team Complex takes game number 1. Well, that game was a little bit closer than a 2-goal lead for... I mean, it wasn't a 2-goal lead for long, but I really felt, at least personally, that, you know, LazeHim, after that first goal, they really started to come out and get some good plays going offensively. Just some good defense coming out from Team Complex. Only 2 registered saves, but I think the key is they challenged along the back walls and on the sides of the net before shots could really materialize. And I think that was huge for them defensively.
That's definitely right, and I think a huge part of why we saw Complex come so far ahead into this game, why they were able to come ahead, was just the synergy between Insanity and Zergrush. They were so good at cooperating. You can see Insanity having 5 shots, Zergrush having 4 shots. So those 2 guys are the ones making the plays all the time for Complex, allowing themselves to score goals left, right, and center and put them ahead. And well, now they have won the first game in this best of 3 series. So I'd really like to see whether or not Complex can keep this up, because it shouldn't be too complex to keep scoring goals.
Yeah, we'll see how LazeHim can respond. See if they can get something going here early against Team Complex, but this face-off looks like it might go the way of Complex, but getting a nice follow-up there was Farrell, as it now is hanging in Complex territory. Popping that to the side, Zergrush, back over to Insanity, back to Zergrush. That was a nice little team play, but picking it off is Farrell, and it goes in, and Farrell getting the pick. It's 1-0, 14 seconds in for LazeHim. They take the early lead.
LazeHim starting out really good in this game. A mistake once again coming up from Complex, putting it up for Moretti to put it into the goal. You can see how they were able to just pass it straight into the middle, and then, well, Moretti were able to capitalize on that fact.
Well, there, Zergrush was looking to play that ball, but it gets turned away. Now Frontier Spot's going to take a shot towards the net, and right now, LazeHim, they're kind of feeling themselves here offensively. Hydrogen trying to dump this over. Looks like he tried to get that tap over to Farrell, but just wasn't able to get a good tap. Coming is Lumino now trying to clear this one away. Farrell keeping it in, and now coming up was Frontier Spot to keep this in play. Still hanging around in Team Complex's zone. Insanity going to finally look to clear this out. And he does, back into the corner, now back over to midfield. Coming, Hydrogen trying to get the shot on, but he misses, and Lumino clearing it back over to the side. Back around, Lumino. over to the corner. Lumino still on this ball. Lumio with a light flick, but it goes wide. Not enough juice to go forward. Keeping it in play, Zergrush. He's met up there by Frontier Spot. A good challenge by him as it heads back to midfield. Lumio still comes up with the ball to Zergrush. Zergrush can't get to the ball in time. And now trying to play it out. Frontier Spot to Hydrogen. Great defense there by Lazehim.
For now, Lesson, they have been able to put a lid on top of Zergrush and on top of Insanity. Their cooperation, their synergy has been shut down more or less. And as of now, they just need to keep that lid on and don't allow them to get too much room to play, because then we will see goals coming in left, right, and center for Complex.
There's Farrell to Frontier Spot, back to Farrell. Farrell looking to try to dump this to Hydrogen, and Hydrogen was able to get there, but a great challenge by Insanity, not letting that pass fully develop. Rolling it back up towards the backboard was Hydrogen, and Farrell looking to keep it in play again. Offensive pressure coming out, and now Zergrush, he has a free shot onto the net, he flicks it over Farrell, where he can't get it 1-1, and Team Complex tying it up.
I just talked about how you need to put a lid on it, how you need to shut down Insanity and Zergrush, and then you allow Insanity to start a play all the way down from his own court once again, and Zergrush, well, just puts it straight into the middle after juking out one of the guys from Lesson. Well, now, nothing is set in stone, and it is 1-1 with 3 minutes left to go.
Yeah, Lumino pushing this over to Insanity, back to midfield. Waiting for it is Hydrogen. He does flick it over Insanity. Waiting is Zergrush, and he wins that 50-50 pretty cleanly. And missing completely is Farrell to try to clear back to midfield. And Zergrush going to capitalize, going to put this shot towards the net, and it's going to be saved. And Lumino putting this shot towards the net. It hits the post very slightly, and Lumino gets that shot. It's just off. Oh my goodness, Hydrogen. It looked like he was coming back around to try to get that. We're at the halfway point in this game, 1-1. And it is almost even on the shot category, but the pressure by Lazehim in this game, I think, has been more so than Team Complex. It ain't Complex. Insanity hitting this off onto the back wall, and Farrell comes up with the ball to Hydrogen. Hydrogen hits that high to Frontier. Frontier off the back wall, back to Hydrogen. Hydrogen can't find it. Coming up to back him up is Farrell, who hits it into the corner. Farrell trying to get the bump back onto there, but he can't, and Zergrush comes up with the ball. And with less than 2 minutes left to go, Team Complex trying to get something going offensively for them now, as it hits off to the side. Insanity can't find the ball either. Now, Lumino keeping this play alive, turned away by Hydrogen, trying to get that over to Frontier Spot, but Zergrush already up there playing well with these midfield rotations. Zergrush and Insanity both going up for this, and there's no one there for Complex to play that in. The pass! It was a pass from there! It's 2-1! And Lazehim, with 1:33 left to go, take the lead.
Like in the first shot coming out from Lazehim, a mistake is being made by Complex. They are not able to clear away the ball, and Moretti putting it straight into the court, into the goal of Complex. Complex, they are now in trouble. 1:30 left to stone. We know nothing is set in stone, but they really have to come up with a huge play against Lazehim. And as of now, Insanity and Zergrush, they just haven't had any room to play with.
Again, coming up, Complex. Oh, getting the shot close was Lumino. Lumino, not close enough. Now, Insanity flicks it nicely over to Zergrush and ties the game up. Oh my goodness, Insanity with just that was a nice little flick. Over past all 3 defenders.
Well, I said Insanity and Zergrush, they didn't really have any room to play with. Well, if you juke 3 members, snare them out into the side, well, then you will have plenty of room to play with, and you can score yet another goal for yourself. Complex, they are still into this. They are not done yet, and if they can get overtime, then they have a chance at winning. If they can get another goal, well, then they have more or less won.
Says Team Complex as they're keeping this one in play. Insanity with the spike down. It's going to hit off the backboard. And Zergrush, he wanted to go up for that, but smartly waits for Frontier to hit it right to him. But coming back up is Hydrogen. Back over to Frontier Spot, who can't find the redirect. And now Insanity comes up with the ball, trying to keep this one in play as Team Complex trying to ride this last goal momentum. But now they find it against their own backboard. And Farrell takes the shot, and Lumino can't save it. And with 30 seconds left, that's a huge goal for Lazehim, looking to force a game number 3.
Moretti coming out huge in this game, getting a hat trick. Nice pass coming out from Frontier Sport, putting it on top of the goal and shooting straight down to Moretti, allowing them to get that momentum rolling for themselves. And now 30 seconds left to go. There is still a chance for Complex to score in this game, but I can imagine Lesem, they just want to close their goal off completely, but that could have been very dangerous.
Yeah, almost a shot there. A good save by two members of LazeHim on there. 15 seconds left to go. We'll see if Complex can get something on the board in these next 10 seconds. Right now, it's hanging around in midfield. Insanity can't get his car behind that ball. And now Zergrush can't find it. And Hydrogen gonna play it down. Well, that was Zergrush playing it down as the time ticks down. Lumino gets spiked away, and LazeHim forcing game number 3.
They force a game number 3 indeed. Morality coming out huge for his own team in that game, scoring 3 goals out of 3 goals. And Orange, they had a lot of trouble. Complex, they just didn't get as much room for Zergrush and Insanity to play with in this game. They weren't able to venture anything, and therefore they gained nothing. And that does put a lid on them, allows Lesem to pick up a game and tie this series up 1-1.
Yeah, and LazeHim, ever since the buzzer beater in game 1 when they got that the field goal going in to game 2, really kind of carried that momentum into that game, and really had great offensive control, and kept the ball just constantly pinging it at Complex's net, and obviously only winning by 1, but really the tail of the tape, I think, is that offensive pressure and being able to maintain possession for so long. So the rubber match between Team Complex and Team LazeHim is underway just like that. The face-off doesn't go anywhere, but Insanity does end up coming up with the ball off the ceiling shot by Insanity, and Frontier spot right where he needs to be. Makes the save, but he's got to go beat Zergrush on this, and no one really wins that. Lumino coming up to play it in. All 3 members, they keep finding themselves all in the same corner. That could come back to bite them again as it did last game, but this time they get away with it. Lumino, I think he thought his teammate was over, or Zergrush was over there, but Zergrush also rushed over to that ball. Now, flicking at Frontier spot, looking for the high air dribble off to the backboard, but it does get spiked back over to the opposite side of the field.
And
back to midfield.
And the whole chat just spams close one, because that was really close. Already from the start, LazeHim are coming out with some aggressive plays. They are the team that wants to get the momentum rolling for themselves, because the series is 1-1, and nobody wants to lose the series.
Yeah, we're a minute gone here, and it's so far been back and forth. Frontier spot trying to push this back to midfield. Lumino was right there waiting. Zergrush wrapping around, slams it onto the side. And coming up for the follow-up is Lumino with a shot, and a good save by Farrell. Wasn't going to go in, but that rebound would have been deadly. Zergrush over to Insanity. Insanity misses it, so Zergrush picks it back up, cleared away, broken up by Hydrogen. Now, over Insanity. Playing it out of his own zone, and coming up to meet him is Farrell. Farrell back to Frontier spot. Frontier spot is going to be high off the backboard. Coming back around is Farrell, trying to get this one down, but really just wasn't able to get a good hit on that ball. Lumino trying to get the pick right off of Frontier spot as he hit it into him. Insanity off the back wall. And right now, looking to clear this one out of their zone is LazeHim. Some good pressure coming out early from Team Complex. Lumino flicking this up towards the net. He doesn't get the second tick on that, and Farrell. It'll clear it away, but the pick shot by Zergrush from the sidewall. It's 1-0, Team Complex.
Zergrush coming up into the air and meeting that duel with Moretti. Moretti being the MVP of last game for LazeHim, were not able to clear that ball away. Zergrush putting it straight into the air. And now, well, that's a good start for Complex. Only 3 minutes are left to go, and they could certainly just end this game right here, right now.
Zergrush getting that pass from Insanity, and now shallow in LazeHim's zone. Cleared out by Farrell. Farrell back to Frontier spot. Frontier spot taps it twice onto the back wall. Going up is Farrell and Hydrogen, and that ball gets tapped away, and now Insanity and Lumino, one guy to beat. Insanity, air dribble off the crossbar, and it goes away. Coming up, Zergrush trying to get the rebound. It's also off the backboard, and now it falls away. No one on Team Complex able to get that rebound, and Frontier spot comes up with the ball. He taps that once with a great one tap. Nice. He thought he was going for the double, and he goes for the single. Frontier spot puts his team tied up 1-1.
That was a really awesome really awesome shot coming up from Frontier, tricking one guy from Complex. As you said, he thought he was going for the double, but only going for one, which allowed him just loop the ball straight into the goal.
Halfway through this game, and all of a sudden, Frontier spot, he comes around and rolls it in off the post, and right off right off the bat. 2-1. Lace him takes the lead.
Frontside scoring another goal, getting the ball straight off of the kick, only 16 seconds being played after he will score his second goal of this game. And this game is very competitive. The two teams are not here to give up, they are here to win. And Complex, they just need to get some plays rolling, because as of now they haven't really had control, they haven't been able to build up any momentum for themselves.
It is the rubber match, so it's win or go home for both of these teams. Frontside pushing this over into Complex's corner. Lumino coming up with the ball, met by Feral, back to Hydrogen. Hydrogen taps it once. Lumino reads that nicely, does push it back over into Lazehim's zone. Now, Feral can't beat Zergrush on that ball. It goes opposite field. Hydrogen catches that one and hits it over towards Frontside. Now, Frontside met by Lumino. And so far, a little back and forth. Frontside trying to tee up Hydrogen. Hydrogen had a feels Batman backflip, but it doesn't matter as it rolls down off the crossbar. He did get that shot off, and every member of Team Complex didn't know how to attack that ball. Frontside gets the shot off that rebound. It's 3-1. Lays him looking to take this game with 1:35 left to go.
In the last game, Moretti got a hat trick. In this game, Frontside gets a hat trick, and right now, this could potentially be the nail in the coffin for Complex, because less him, they are just a team that are in control and they're not giving up, because they are 3-1 up against Complex.
Well, Complex trying to get a play going, but one of their buddies got annihilated. Insanity dumps it down to Feral. Feral's gonna take a shot right off the backboard. He tees it up for Frontside. Frontside can't find the ball, and it gets away from him, so he's just gonna play it away. A smart back pass back to Hydrogen. Hydrogen high off the backboard. Here comes Frontside with a shot. It's wide and high, with a shot by Feral is also wide. Oh my goodness. And another shot by Hydrogen is going to be wide with 1 minute left to go. They're winning 3-1, but a 3-goal lead would definitely be it. And here comes Feral with a shot and a great save by Lumino, as he was right there waiting for it. Feral hit it right into him. Now, Frontside to Hydrogen. And Frontside does it himself. It doesn't matter. And that might be it with 48 seconds left to go.
Complex, they needed to stop the bleeding right here, right now, but they allow Frontside to get yet another goal. And as of now, they are not able to stop the bleeding. They are just getting shot left, right, and center. And all these goals going into the favor of Lesem are allowing them to win this third game in this best of 3 series, because only 40 seconds left to go. You need to score 3 goals in order to get overtime. Ooh. I have seen crazier things, but you needed to land that shot in order to at least have more time to play with. You need a buffer right here, right now, and time's running down.
Yeah, with less than 30 seconds left to go, that earlier shot, that is one you have to make. Can't afford to miss plays like that. 7 shots on goal in total for Team Complex, but only 1 goal to show for it. And with 15 seconds left to go, it's just kind of impossible. As Hydrogen puts the 5th goal on for Team Lazehim with 13 seconds left, and that's going to do it.
Lesem being solid as a rock, scoring yet another goal. There is no way for Complex to get through this brick wall of Lesem. And as certain as I am, I'd say it's safe to say that it's going to be Lesem picking up this best of 3 series.
Lumino able to push this off the face-off. He's not able to find the goal. Played nicely by Frontside, and as the clock ticks down 2-0 and the ball falls down to the ground, Lazehim going to be moving on in the tournament and winning game number 3 after 2 close games, very convincingly, running away with it really halfway through the game, playing really well. We saw, I said it in game 2 where, you didn't really feel like Lazehim ever felt like they were out of control, even though the game was only decided by 1 goal, and then they really came out in game 3.
And you have to doubt Complex, because their way of playing this game consisted so much around Insanity and Zergrush being allowed to get these plays rolling, being allowed to create a shot towards the goal all the way down from their own court. But when Lesem are controlling the ball down at your own court and you aren't able to start the play, well, then you won't be able to score, and you will start to just fall behind in terms of momentum. And someone like Zergrush and Insanity won't be able to get that ping pong going between themselves, and then they won't be able to score. And that's just a huge problem for Complex, because a lot of their goals were made by those 2 guys.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guys, before we move on to the next round, just want to mention one or two things. So if you're a regular here at Rewind Gaming, you might already know this if you hang around the Discord, but starting next week, actually going to be testing out moving from Battlefly to Smash GG. So if you participate in the tournaments here at Rewind Gaming, we are going to be testing out that new platform since Smash GG, they have some nice things. So if you come out next week to sign up, and play in the tournament, and that's also what I wanted to mention, guys. If you're watching, is this your first time, watching a rewind gaming stream, even if it isn't your first time, you've never participated in a tournament, just anyone can play. I don't care if you prospect one. I don't care if you're challenger two. I mean, if you're grand champion, you probably play in tournaments anyway. But
Or if you're silver like me.
play. Yeah, if you're bad like Ben Varmarin, you can still play. It's okay. So definitely sign
if
up.
you're American like Jorby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're a filthy American and you don't got anything better to do at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, just whatever. So, sign up for the tournaments. It's free. It's free to enter, and you might win a buck or two. And if you don't have anyone to play with in the tournament, you can join Rewind Gaming's Discord. It'll be in chat, and if it's not there, you can type in !Discord. You can join the Discord. There's everyone there. There's a bunch of friendly guys and girls over there, and they're all awesome. So we'll be back real shortly with our next round, guys. I'm Joby Please. He's Ben Varmarin. We'll be back shortly. All right, guys, we are back for our quarterfinals matchup. It's going to be Team Bean versus Phoenix. Definitely going to be a good one here. Before we get started, as we wait for our teams to arrive, I'm going to harp on it the whole time until you have done it. And if you haven't done it, literally use those keyboard warrior muscles and go ahead and type in !Matcherino in chat. When you do that, it's going to bring you to a link and it will cost you absolutely nothing. All you got to do is type in RGWeekly4 in the coupon code. And when you do that, you will automatically donate $1, nothing out of your pocket. I'm Joby Please, bringing you the play-by-play. With me is Ben Varmarin, and we are happy to be here to bring you this quarterfinals matchup. Is still a best of 3. As we get underway, it is Graven, Momo, and Prime on Team Bean, and then we have Rafi, Skef, and Squizzy in on Team Phoenix. Team Phoenix in orange. Coming, Squizzy trying to push this over, and he gets knocked away by Prime. Now, over into the corner, back to midfield, trying to catch that one, but it's going to be pushed in here by Graven. He tries to put the shot on, but it's going to be way high up onto the backboard, and that was a big opportunity missed by Graven. Getting blown up. Rafi playing it back in, Squeezy able to give his teammate time to recover, but Mafi pushing this over to the opposite corner. Now it's going to hang towards the net, and Squizzy able to push this one away. Now, Prime misses the ball. Coming up to back him up is Momo. Momo not able to get that one on. It's turned away by Squizzy. And now a little bit of a back and forth. Couple opportunities coming out for both teams. It drops in. Dive bombing is Scav. And it's 1-0 Phoenix. And Phoenix had a great shot here. Or not Phoenix, or Scav had the shot just high. No one able to get there in time, as it is 1-0 Phoenix here early. 4:07. I believe Ben Varmarin has been sniped. We'll see if he can recover as we graciously await his return. Coming. Rafi pushing this back to midfield. Almost gets it past Momo, but Momo able to come up with the ball, and Scaffy getting blown up. That might negate a play for Phoenix on this one, but keeping it in play, actually, Scaffy puts a shot towards the net, cleared away by Momo. And now, back here, high, off the backboard. Squizzy dumps it down in, and it's a great save by Momo, able to push that one away. Now, in midfield, Graven hitting this one up towards Prime. Prime not able to find it, and Graven actually ended up getting the initial tap on that, and Scaffy, he has an empty net. If he gets the shot on, he does. Oh, no, it hits the post, and it then the crossbar, and it rolls out. Momo able to clear it back to midfield. Oh, my goodness, how do you miss that, Scaffy? Now, Scaffy playing it back to, or Squizzy, sorry, playing it back in. I'm getting all the team names mixed up. That was Rafi. All their team names rhyme too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Back over to midfield. Momo. Back to Rafi, who tries to break that one up. Mafi keeping this in play. Graven still looking for this ball, but coming up as Prime and Momo, and it's pushed up by Squizzy, and the dunk down by Mafi. The slow dunk. It's 1-1 by Team Bean. Well, Mafi just had great reads all around as he's just waiting for this ball to bounce high, and he comes and just puts it right. Really, Scaffy just not in position to save that ball at all as it got hit right into the corner. And now with 2:51 left to go, Team Bean finding the net. And now winning that face-off was Graven. Momo trying to come down for this. And he doesn't even need to touch it, as it's 2-1 now. Team Bean right off the face-off.
Nice start coming out from Bean. Graven just, as you said, he didn't even need to. No, that didn't get redirected in the air.
Yeah, he didn't even touch it. No,
oh,
he let it slide in by Mafi. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate by Phoenix.
Coming out, Scaffy pushing this back into the zone. Coming up is and Squizzy almost had some kind of play there, but it was just wide. Scaffy hits this towards the backboard, cleared away. Squizzy keeping it in play. And Graven finally clearing this over. Scaffy can't get to this ball. Oh my goodness, that's just gonna roll in, or rather bounce in. 3-1 now, Team Bean. That's 2 just floaters.
All the way down from his own court, he was able to shoot it into the goal and scuff. That should have been cleared away. There's no excuse for that to happen. You need to land these shots or you will fall behind. You can see that it could have been easier to come back, but now with you not clearing away the ball, you are down 2 goals against Team Bean.
Yeah, now Scaffy looking to put something on the board. He's dribbling. He doesn't able to pop that one high enough, and it kind of was just, I wouldn't even consider that a pop. Now off the backboard, catching it is Mafi Graven. Mafi Graven to midfield, back over to Prime. Prime still in midfield. He's going to take this off to the sidewall. Air dribble this back over to Mafi. Mafi can't find it, broken up by Raffi. Now, Momo. It's just a slap fight back and forth here. It is 3-1 for Team Bean. They're getting that one face-off goal, and obviously Mafi with that the net clear goal. But other than that, you know, it's been very back and forth. And coming up is, oh my goodness, he didn't get it. That squeezy finally gets that to put his team within one. Well, what exactly happened here?
That was exactly what you needed to have happen for your team. Everybody just choking a little bit and going straight into the corner, but Phoenix, they needed that goal. They needed that to stay alive. And now 1 minute, 34 seconds left to go. Only one goal is all they need in order to get overtime. This is very doable.
Yep, there's Raffi off the back wall, missing in his prime. Backing it up is Mafi. Mafi's still on this ball. He's able to get it back to midfield. Scaffy gonna opt for, well, he tried to opt for Raffi, but they ran into each other. And Mafi's gonna take advantage, push it back against Phoenix's territory. Get the shot! It's Prime off the pick to go up by 2 again.
That is
4-2.
That is not the way you want to clear your... sorry, that's not the way you want to clear the ball away from your goal. You want to clear it far away, not in front of your goal, not so that your enemy can pick it up. You need to clear it away really fast. And another mistake coming out from Phoenix, and they need to rise from the ashes right about now.
Ooh! And Mafi Graven hits that down for Prime to take it, but Prime missing the ball, almost hitting that. It was a quick window to try to make that, and Prime doing a nice little backflip in there. Fancy stuff. Scaffy puts the shot towards the net. Raffi dunks it down off the crossbar, getting blown up for Scaffy on there. He might have been able to get that rebound, but really, Raffi had to make that shot, and that's when you can't miss.
Phoenix, they need to rise from the ashes right about now. They need to get goals going for themselves. 35 seconds left to go. It's not a lot to play with, so they need to score a goal right here, right now, off of this play.
Yeah, here coming Raffi. It's going to be high off the backboard, played nicely by Prime. And sometimes backboard defense is key.
Oh, this
especially in a threes match. Playing it in, cleared away. He keeps it in play. Raffi trying to get back into this ball. He's fighting for it. It's still hanging around.
15 seconds.
Now there's Scaffy trying to get it, and now it's going to roll towards the net. Squizzy desperately trying to get to the ball. He's going to be able to, but with 10 seconds left to go and 2 goals to score, they might just be opting for game 2 at this point.
Yeah, time is running out for Phoenix. They were not able to score a goal off of that play. As I said, they needed to, and therefore they will lose this game. 4-2. Team Bean were able to come in with some epic saves, some centered balls, and a lot of goals for themselves. Moffegren coming in with 3 goals of his own, scored 75% of all of his shots. That's a nice percentage to brag about. And well, Team Bean, if they can keep this up, then they should also be able to win against Phoenix in this next game, because Phoenix, they made some mistakes and they need to stop that. They don't want to make the same mistakes they did in this game in the next, or they will have their butt kicked out of the tournament.
And this is kind of the same thing we saw out from Frontside against when we saw them play, as far as Team Bean goes, playing nicely on to the sides. Because Phoenix, they seem to be getting some things going, but the main key for Team Bean was playing really well off the backboard and also in the corners, keeping the ball from really getting anywhere dangerously towards the net. Only 3 shots coming out from Phoenix in game 1. So like we said, you know, Phoenix, we'll see how they can respond here in game number 2. Who you got?
Well, for now, it looks like it is going to be Team Bean once again coming out ahead with the ball rolling down towards the side of Phoenix. But you said it, man. You said it. It's all these plays off of the backboard that just allow Team Bean to come out really far ahead. But Phoenix, they need to score some goals, and they need to shut Team Bean down from the get-go. And they're not exactly doing that right now.
Yeah, here, still hanging around in midfield. Is a little back and forth, but Mafi's going to take the shot towards the net. It almost goes in, but Raffi able to make the save. Now still in the corner, coming Mafi off the backboard, swinging back around. Momo, he can't find his way around the ball, and Prime going to smack that against the back wall, and it's going to roll back to midfield. Raffi, oh my goodness, splitting all 3 defenders was Team Bean, and now finding themselves in their own corner again. Scaffy tries to play it out towards midfield. There's Mafi Graven to Prime, but Raffi was there to clear it away. Back to the opposite field. playing it high. Squizzy back to Raffy. Raffy tries to get that shot, but he's met by Prime, who breaks it up. Coming back to play it in. Scaffy, high, off the back wall. Mafi Graven now to Prime. Prime just taps that one down. He's met by Squizzy. Squizzy back over to Mafi, who hits that one over to Momo. Now it's Momo. Tries to get that second tap, but he misses it, and that's going to be a huge whiff, and Scaffy going to be able to push that away and back over to Squizzy.
Scaffy needs to pick up that ball right here. He needs to shoot it away because all the time that you allow all the time that you stay down at your own court is the more time you allow them to build up momentum for themselves. And that is what they got in the last game. That is what allowed them to pull so far ahead, all the momentum that they built up for themselves.
Yeah, there's, Prime trying to get it over to Mafi Graven. That's going to be a shot right off the crossbar. And coming in is Squizzy to try to finish, but he's met by Momo, who plays that nicely away. Now it's going to be Prime trying to clear it out of his own zone. He does get that one down to midfield, but coming up was Squizzy. Oh my goodness, he played that nicely to keep it in midfield. Prime cleared back Mafi Graven. And again, Team Bean making the right challenges and not really letting that ball, not letting Phoenix have any kind of offensive opportunity to get anything going. Pass-wise and playing well in the corners, off the backboard, just all around great play. But here, Raffy gets a shot and a great save by Momo. And when it is over the net, they make the saves. Coming back around to the other side of the net. Phoenix trying to get something as we approach the halfway point. It's still 0-0. Squizzy trying to come back down to this ball. It's hanging around. No one touches this. Wrapping around is Scaffy and a great save by Mafi Graven. Oh my goodness.
That was so close. That could definitely have gone in, but Team B were able to shoot it out. And well, this is unrelenting from Phoenix. They keep going. They keep trying to get that goal. Oh, this could be a shot.
A great save by Momo. Momo, the brick wall in the net. Nothing's getting by him. We are approaching the 2-minute mark in this game. Now he's going to take the shot. And Momo, the MVP of these last 3 minutes, puts his team up 1-0 here late.
Off of that clearance down at his own court, he were able to just follow the ball all the way up to the court of Phoenix. And now we talked about how Phoenix, they were just attacking all the time, but off of one mistake, Team Bean were able to get that first goal, and this might be their way of hammering the nail in the coffin for Phoenix. This must be them, well, digging a hole for Phoenix to bury them in.
Yeah, definitely not looking good for Phoenix. 1-goal lead is really nothing to be comfortable about, but the way this game has been going, I mean, there's only been a total of 6 shots, and 2 coming out for Team B. Now third by Momo. Momo clearly just all over the place and putting the team on his back. It's 2-0 Team Bean.
Momo scoring another goal with the help of no one. He's able to put it up for himself with the help of that back wall. Now we see again how Team Bean, they are allowed to get all that room to play and how they can just start these attacks out of seemingly nowhere.
Oh, off the ceiling. Scaffy was looking for that in Prime again.
Not getting that.
And you know,
not getting that tag.
I've been giving so much love to Momo during this game number 2, but Prime has been pretty much the backboard defenseman. Is playing so well off of there. He's been up there for pretty much every single pass, not letting it rebound favorably for Phoenix. Coming around, Squizzy puts a shot on the net, and finally, Phoenix finds a goal, and they get themselves back in the game within 1.
Phoenix can still rise from the ashes. Squizzy giving a little bit of hope back to his team after getting that ball off of a pass that came out from the side of Team Bean. Were not able to clear it away probably, and that allowed Squizzy to put it straight into the goal. And now 1 minute left to go. This is still something that can be done for Phoenix. They only need 1 goal in order to get overtime, but they need to start making an attack right here and right now, and they need to really get on their aggressive toes.
Yeah, right now, still hanging around in midfield. Scaffy trying to hit that play, or hit that ball, not the play. You can't hit a play. Momo is that opposite side of the field as we are winding down to the 30-second mark. It's going to be Mafi Graven with a pick off the top of the car. He gets the second tap, but it goes the other way. Momo Prime trying to find this, and Momo's going to try to keep it in play, and it gets cleared away by all 3 members of Phoenix on there, and Rafi can't find it. He gets beat by Prime. And Prime doing this great offensive boost control here by Team Bean on this offensive opportunity. They've been stealing every single boost. Momo trying to tee that one up for Prime. It doesn't matter now. 8 seconds left to go. Raffi hits this one up in the air. There's Squizzy. It gets knocked out by Mafia Graven. Here's the shot by Raffi.
Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me? Raffi getting the shot.
1 second left to go.
From Scaff. It goes in, and with 1 second left to go. Somebody clip that. It's 2-2 Phoenix.
1 second left to go. Phoenix, they capitalized the score. 2-2. We're going into overtime, baby.
Oh my goodness, that was just a great play. That's exactly what they needed to do. You couldn't have executed that any better. And we are underway. Raffi putting the shot straight towards the net. They're looking to force a game 3 here. Coming around, Squizzy puts the shot, but it's saved by Prime. And a shot by Raffi in the corner. And it's 3-2. Phoenix forcing game number 3 against Team Bean.
Not only did we see a miraculous comeback from Phoenix, we're also seeing game 3 being forced by Phoenix, not falling prey to Team B, not going out without a fight. Game 3, Phoenix, they have another shot at going further into this tournament. Holy moly, what a game.
Yeah,
I ended up,
to be honest with you,
dude, I ended up sitting on my floor of that last shot coming in from the Phoenix.
I just that last play to send it into overtime, that shot in the pass coming out from Scaff was unbelievable. And they were down 2-0 with 1:30 left to go. And the way the game was going, you just felt like it was over. And then within 20 seconds, Phoenix putting themselves on the board, just completely turned the tables around. And Phoenix able to just make great team plays.
And they scored an amazing goal, which allowed them to come back into the game. Yes, you said it. Amazing team play is exactly what allowed them to get back into this game. Perhaps they can keep it up. We need to see, because Team Bean, they were the one that had amazing team play in the first game. Then it was Phoenix, and now we are in the third game. Which one will it be?
Well, we're going to find out. I'm certainly not confident in giving any kind of choice there. Mafia Graven pushing that over to the side. Our rubber match is underway, 20 seconds in, and Mafia Graven coming up with it looks like he's trying to play some enforcer there, but he wasn't able to find Squizzy. Oh my goodness, that was a pinch if I've ever seen one from Scaff and Raffi. And now Mafia Graven has to clear that one back to midfield. He does. Back over to Prime. Prime on the 50-50 wins that one fairly cleanly. Raffi tapping this one high up in the air, and Prime and Mafia Graven running into each other. Now Squizzy. Momo keeping that in play. That's off the backboard. Momo with the second tap! And a great goal by Momo! He spikes it down in the dive bomber. 1-0.
Really well played by Momo. He were able to get hold of that ball when it went up into the air, and then he were able to just drag it all the way into the goal, allowing his own team to score a goal after only a few seconds being played, not even a minute. They got that first goal. Now they need to hold.
Oh, shot by Mafia Graven, and that's an empty net.
Goals,
and
they get it there.
Well, all right.
It's so important for them to score these goals, because it allows them to get that buffer. It allows them to lay back a little bit. It allows them to be a little bit laid back, slow and steady. Just take it slow and steady now.
Yeah, that was a great play by Scaff, or not Scaff. Scaff got bumped on that play when he was going back to net to allow that goal to happen by Mafia Graven. So great enforcement by Team Bean, beating the opponent in net. Coming out. Mafia Graven pops it over too. Back to midfield. He was trying to put his team up 3-0. They know for sure after the game 2, and Momo trying to get that down. He couldn't find the tap. And Scoffy trying to play this one out. Momo getting blown up in the process, but Mafia Graven still playing this offensively. He gets the tap back to Prime, or Momo can't find the ball. Back to Prime. Prime gets the second tap off to the sidewall. Coming up is Momo. Momo can't find the ball, and it sails back to midfield, but Prime blowing a guy up. That's a quick power play. If Mafia Graven can get around to it, and he can't. And now, trying to play this Prime is met by Raffi, and good defense coming out there by Phoenix after being a man down for about a solid 3 seconds. Momo get the shot down, and Momo spikes it off the top of the car of Phoenix, and it's 3-0 now with 3:12 left to go.
The positioning of Team Bean is so good in this game. They are always at the right spot, at the right time to pick up the ball, to shoot it into the goal of Phoenix, and they are just shutting them down. 3 minutes left to go. You have to score 3 goals. You can do it, yes, but as of now, Phoenix, they have looked rather lackluster.
Now, trying to put that shot towards the net, but it was slow. Prime clearing it away. Mafia Graven trying to do some kind of weird tap on that. and he was not able to make contact. Momo into the corner, back towards Graven. Squizzy trying to get something going for his team now. Again, down late. Phoenix, a minute 30 in game 2. We're down 0-2. Not impossible for them to come back in this game, but they got to get something going here shortly. Otherwise, this game might get away from them as we approach the halfway point. Prime gets beat off by Squizzy here, and now pushing towards the net. Back off of Momo. Raffi trying to get the pick. It's hanging around, and now comes with the shot, but it gets turned away. And Squizzy with another shot. It's going to go in between two of them. And Phoenix coming back.
You said the keyword, they can do it, Phoenix. They are slowly coming back. Still 2 minutes, 27 seconds left to go. They have plenty of time to do, and they just need to continue making these plays where they cooperate, where they put it up for each other in order to create the tempo that they need. But
there's
this
no one
could
in
be
net.
dangerous. Oh, you don't want to do that.
Oh, it's coming around, and Momo had a great chance to dunk that into the net. Not able to find it though as it went wide. Graven keeping this in Phoenix territory. Popped again by Momo. Momo's going straight up for this off the ceiling. Momo with the shot off the backboard. Coming in as Prime with the great team play. The pass from Momo to Prime. It's 4-1. And now, Team Bean.
Well, you will only make it harder for yourself if you allow Team Bean to get another shot. Really well played up by Momo, giving it up for Prime with the help of the back wall on that goal. Then Prime put it in without any trouble, and Phoenix, now they have to get 3 goals again, which is definitely not something that they want to play off. They are absolutely in.
Scaffy to Squizzy. Squizzy sticks it into the corner. It's 4-2. A great play by Scaff. I keep calling him Scaffy. That line just looks like an eye to me on the player thing. But a great play by Squizzy, sneaking that one in with a minute 49 left to go. And now, hey, they were in a similar position here at around this time in game 2, only down by 2 goals. We'll see if they can get something going here. Squizzy takes the pass from Raffi. Raffi off the crossbar, almost gets it. Squizzy almost gets it, but just misses. And now it's Scaff who pushes that towards the net. Prime breaks that one up. Well, Phoenix had a huge opportunity there to put themselves within 1, and they missed it. Coming midfield, Squizzy high off the back wall. It's going to bounce wide opposite field into Team Bean's corner. Playing it back over is Raffi. And Scaff going to head back to the net, opt for Squizzy. Squizzy try to get to Raffi, broken up by Mafi. Graven hits this against the back wall, coming up as Prime. Off the back wall again, and Momo met by Squizzy to make the save. Popping that high, Squizzy opting for Scaff. Scaff not able to find the ball, and now flipping back desperately to try to play this off the backboard. A good defensive play by Raffi there, and a great follow-up by Squizzy. Less than a minute left to go, though. They got to find the net, and Scaff makes a great save, but this isn't where they need to be right now. Graven playing a bully up there, trying to move everyone out of the net, and Prime now back into the corner. Scaff to Squizzy, broken up by Prime, still in the offensive zone. Momo off the backboard. Here comes Graven with the shot, and it's a great block
save
by Scaff again. He is playing great defense now for Phoenix, and Squizzy can't find this ball. Graven's all over it. Almost 30 seconds left to go. Still 2 goals down. They haven't been able to get it out of their zone, and Team Bean just playing great offensive pressure, and the shot goes in by Prime to go up by 3 with 29 seconds left to go, and that might be it for Phoenix.
Well, Phoenix, there's not a lot to say because they are just putting themselves out of position. They try to attack, then they aren't able to fall back in line when they need to go on their defensive. And that has just meant that, well, Bean, they have scored 5 goals against them because they haven't been able to do those defensive plays that they need to in order to not get any goals through their own goal.
They just couldn't clear it out of their zone for a solid minute. After that face-off at a minute 49, it was in. I don't think it left Phoenix's zone that entire time.
No, and we've seen.
He puts the shot on the net, hits off the crossbar, and goes in. But it's going to be too little, too late for Phoenix. And yeah.
But as I was trying to say, we've seen the ball be down at the orange court time and time again. It's been down there at their half for so long, and it's only in these few moments where Phoenix are able to shoot it up into the blue half, but it doesn't really matter at all because 5 seconds left to go. You need to score 2 goals, time is running out, and this is going to be Team Bean taking it even further in this tournament.
It was about the first half of this game in game number 3 here, Phoenix. I mean, they had 8 shots on goal, and about 6 of those came in the first 2 minutes. And that was about that was all the pressure they had for the rest of the game. And then they weren't able to find anything for the rest of the time. Team Bean, again, like I said, at that kickoff, it was a minute 49. And they won Team Bean wins the face-off, and then if we could track like how long the ball was in the zone, it never left Phoenix's zone during that entire time. And when you have that amount of pressure and your midfield rotations are on point like that, and Phoenix can't pass it to each other to try to get it out of their territory, that ball's just going to go in eventually. And Team Bean, we were playing with a 2-goal lead at that point, playing like aggressively, but it was smart aggression coming out. And like I said, just great rotations from them.
And the thing about it is also that Team Bean, they have 3 superstar players. None of them were getting pressured. Everybody can score. And Phoenix, they just weren't able to shut those 3 guys down, which allowed them to just keep making these plays, keep trying to push the ball down towards the orange court. And in that sense, you got a lot of momentum. You started to create the pressure, which ended up costing Phoenix the game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it was a good attempt by Phoenix. They had a great game 2 there to fight back and take it to game 3, but Team Bean winning game number 3 convincingly. They'll be moving on to, I believe, our semifinals is where we're at this point in time. It looks like they will be facing off against EleGiggle. That's an interesting team name. So we are moving into our semifinals. We'll be back real shortly with that, guys. I'm Joey Please. He's Ben Marverin. We will see you. Ben Varmarin. I got my M and B mixed up. We'll be back shortly. All right, guys, we are back, and we are going to get right underway with our first semifinals match. We have Yoghurt versus DizLown. And Yoghurt, if you're here at Rewind a lot, well, these are probably familiar names to you, as we have Bame, probably is capitalized the A, Ike Wolf, and Nexo. And then in DizLown in orange, we have Fakeow, or Faku. Two O's always mess me up there. Mindre and Tano pushes that over to Bama. Listen, words are hard, okay? Coming down. Up high for this. Cow pushes that off to the crossbar. It's going to be cleared away as Nexo trying to get that one over to Ike Wolf. Ike Wolf can't find the ball, and it's broken up by, excuse me, Fakeow. Someone's got to give me a pronunciation check on that name with a shot and a great save by Bama. Now, Bame. Neku. I'm just going to start calling him Bomb. I'm not sure if it's the Bame or the Bama. Now coming up is Bame. He's dive bombing, but it's just wide off of the back wall. Getting around. Nexo can't find that, broken up by two members of DizLown. Now it's just kind of hanging around. A little bit of a slow play so far, Ben Varmeren.
Yeah, and Yoghurt, the team that we all know and love. Despite this game being very slow and steady, they are the team that are having ball control more and less. I'd say it has been down at the orange half of the stadium for a very long time. That could have perhaps gone in, but we did see Mindra just coming in and clearing that ball away.
Yeah, Mindra making a good save, and now Fakeout coming up for this. He's going to try to push it back to midfield and actually pinch that off the ramp and get past Nexo. And now Tano tries to push this over towards Nexo again, playing it back to the opposite field, picking it off the top of the car. Fakeout coming up for the rebound is Mindra, and now to finish it off is Tano to get the goal. That was a great team play by DizLown, 1-0.
And this is very unusual. Yoghurt are the team that have won more or less every weekly 3v3 tournament. It's not often that we see them being on their back wheels, but a nice shot nonetheless coming in from DizLown, putting them up ahead. But talking about being up ahead, nice shot coming in from Bomba. Marvelous kickoff, allowing himself to come ahead, but very unfortunate from DizLown. Yoghurt, well, they are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake from DizLown there, and Yoghurt taking absolute advantage. And now it's going to be Ike Wolf and Mindra on the face-off. Bama getting the follow-up off into the corner. Coming up was Nexo, broken up by DizLown. Goals! Did Ike Wolf touch that? Was that Ike Wolf on the side? It was.
That was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
What happened? Oh, wait, let's see.
Fakeout hit that one. Ike Wolf puts it over, and then trying to make the save. He got bumped by Nexo playing the enforcer. 2-1.
That was an excellent shot coming in. Yoghurt, we see why they are a team that have been dominating so far in this weekly 3v3 tournament, and they are not here to play, they are here to win.
Yeah, definitely. Fakeout trying to tap this one up for his teammate to get to. DizLown still finding it in their own zone, and Ike Wolf putting the shot on, but he's met by Mindra to clear that back to midfield. Fakeout gets it past Bama. He flicks it up high. Ike Wolf coming up for it and getting the tap down again is Mindra. Off the ceiling, Tano trying to get the tap in, but he can't find the ball. We're now approaching the halfway point in this game. Still 2-1 Yoghurt, and looking to make it 2-2 is DizLown. And good defense there. And Nexo clearing it away. Ike Wolf pushing it off to the side. Bama looking for this. He's going to tap it softly, and Mindra's going to catch it, but Bama's looking for the pick. Bama stealing that boost from Tano. Tano looks to push it out towards midfield, and the 50-50 goes the way of Fakeout. High off the backboard, getting the shot. Nope, he missed it completely. Tano coming to back him up as Mindra. Off of the crossbar, he dunks it in. It's 2-2 with 2:05 left to go. What a shot by Mindra.
Mindra putting it up into the air and just following it all the way in, and then just giving it a little gentle touch to put it into the goal. Really well played by him, and it's again, it's about these clears coming out from Yoghurt. It's not really, they're not being shot that far away. It's giving DizLown an opportunity.
It got past everybody, and Bama puts it in the top corner at 3-2. What happened here?
Well, Ike Wolf he juked one guy, and then Bomba just picked that ball up, because we did see Tano being out, picking up a boost, which should not happen. You need to communicate, guys. You need to know where the ball is and who is going after what, or you will be punished.
Yeah, it looked like a huge misread there. And now coming around, Bama looking to try to score again. Mindra clearing that one back over to Fakeow. He pushes that one away. Mindra getting it. Tano and Fakeow both back for that. And Fakeow does catch that ball. Coming up high is Tano. He does get that tap down. He's coming back to keep with the ball. Push it onto the ramp as it goes towards Eichwolf, and Eichwolf puts the shot right on towards the net. Fakeow bounces that high up onto his own backboard. Now it's Fakeow back over to Tano, broken up by Eichwolf. Eichwolf to, excuse me, Nexo, and Bama looking to keep it in play. This ball's just hanging around in DizLown's zone right now. Still only a 1-goal lead for Yoghurt. Not comfortable at all as we approach the 1-minute mark, but Eichwolf coming up with this ball, bumps into his teammate on his way to the ball, and it gets cleared back into the zone by DizLown.
It's a signature play coming out from Yoghurt, putting it up into the air, and then having one guy pick it up all the way down at the court of their enemies. It's such a signature move, and they are abusing it so well in this game. They have gotten at least 1 or 2 goals off of it already.
Yeah, coming now off in midfield, Mindra over to Tano. Mindra can't catch the pass back from Tano, and it's going to go over to the corner. Fakeow trying to get to this ball, and Tano tried to challenge him, and that's just... Tano went for the 50-50, and Eichwolf got 100 of that 50, and it's 4-2 with 31 seconds left to go.
Once again, it's all about Yoghurt juking around the cars from DizLown, allowing themselves to just roll all the way down to the enemy's goal. There's simply no way to stop them when you juke this well from Yoghurt's side.
Nexo playing this in right now. Yoghurt playing just great Rocket League in game number 1 here. Semifinals is a best of 3, guys. There's going to be Mindra trying to get the tap on that ball, but that's been also key, I think, here for DizLown as to why they're down. Eichwolf got blown up, but playing it too slow over the corner. When with time ticking down, 2 goals down, looks like Yoghurt gonna take game number 1 very convincingly. And I just want to say one thing is a lot of whiffs and a lot of missed pass plays coming out from DizLown.
Definitely a lot of misplays coming out from DizLown, not being able to get into the mind of Yoghurt. They got juked a lot of times. We saw that time and time again from DizLown, and the underdogs not being able to play with the big guys here in the semis. They have gotten so far, but now they have met Yoghurt, and they are, after all, the team that everybody are expecting to move ahead, move into the grand final, because they are a team that we see every week, a team that time and time again are just so good and so dominating.
And we'll see how DizLown can respond here in game number 2 if they can connect on some of these pass plays that they were able to initiate, just not able to complete. And game number 2 going to get straight underway here. Off we go. It's going to be Eichwolf and Fakeow on the face-off. Going to bounce into DizLown territory, but they do have control of the ball as Mindra can't get that past Bama. And now Bama, it gets away from him, and Tano takes control. Tano still on this from the side. Tano with the shot, and a great save by Eichwolf, but it's still hanging around. Bama looking to clear it away. Mindra going to keep it in play, and Mindra gets a shot, and he gets it past them, and it's 1-0 DizLown. They take the early lead.
Like in the last game, DizLown get the first goal. Mindra also being the one to score that goal. They tricked themselves on the side of Yoghurt. They tried to go for a ball that would be a little bit higher up, but were not able to get that ball out of there. And now they are a little bit on their back wheels, but still 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We have seen crazier things happen in Rocket League.
Oh, absolutely. We're only 30 seconds in. Here we go. Nexo off onto the backboard, played nicely by Fakeow to get pushed off into the corner. Now, rolling off the ceiling, Tano dumps this down, and meeting him again was Nexo. Playing it off the backboard, Mindra. Mindra, he gets beat by Bama on this. He does meet him on the 50-50. That was Eichwolf. Nexo pushing it back in. Eichwolf, though, playing around in midfield, and Eichwolf going to take this shot, and he misses it, and it's going to go right in, and just like I said in game 1, the whiff misses, they hurt a little bit, and Yoghurt ties it up.
They are continuing the trend from the last game where they are just juking themselves, where they are tricking themselves on the side of DizLown. You could have gotten that ball, but you went for something else. You tried to go for something that would be lower down, but you tricked yourself like in the last game. This is just them continuing their bad habit.
And now Fakeow over in midfield does push it into the corner. Bama not able to make the tap on that one. And Nexo trying to clear it back out to midfield. He does bully Tano out of the way. But now finding it in his own corner. Fakeow trying to get to this ball. He misses it. Tano lightly taps that one away. And following it up nicely was Mindra. And Tano now popping this dangerously over his own net and almost getting the shot off the pick was Nexo. Nexo still on this ball. He dribbles it around one. He flips it twice, gets the shot, and a great save by Mindra. That was great ball control with another shot. And coming up for the rebound. He can't make it. Nexo trying to keep it in play. That was Bama on the rebound. Not able to make contact with the ball. And now it's DizLown. Maybe getting an offensive opportunity going. Well, Ike Wolf has something to say about that as he pushes it off into the corner. But missing the rebound was Nexo. Bama playing the defense. Nexo coming up to get that pass and getting bumped away Fakeow, but he's still on the ball. Fakeow towards the middle of the net. Bama breaking that one up, pushing it over into DizLown territory. Now Tano. Nexo. And back to Tano again. And Eichwolf is already up for this. And Yoghurt trying to get something happening, and now it's hanging off the post. They gotta clear this one away. And Bama almost snipes that one away from DizLown. They were able to clear the ball away somehow and save it. And we are approaching the halfway point in this game. It is still 1-1. There's been a little back and forth. Both teams almost even in the shot department. 4 for Yoghurt, 3 coming out from DizLown. Almost a 4th here by Mindra, but wasn't able to get it onto the net. Fakeow back over to Mindra, broken up by Nexo. Fakeow coming back in to keep the play alive. He's going to hit off the back wall of the post, and getting it is Tano with the perfect bounce off the back wall, right where Tano was, and DizLown takes the lead again.
Super brilliant positioning from Tano right there. Are just in the right position to take that ball and give themselves an advantage going into the last half of this game. As of now, it is Yoghurt that have turned into some bad Yoghurt. It is DizLown that are coming out ahead.
Yeah, Bama taps this one down, tries to tee it up for a teammate, but no one was there for that. Now Tano's going to take full advantage from the pass from Mindra, but it was saved nicely by Nexo. Mindra trying to keep it in play. It gets cleared back to midfield. There's no one in net. Bama is out racing everybody. It's just going to roll in. Bama walking the dog. It's 2-2, tied up again.
2-2 tied up again indeed. When we see Yoghurt fall behind, they aren't fast to score a goal for themselves. 1 minute 56 seconds left to go. All that goal started from their own court and were able to just run down there because nobody were in the right position from the side of DizLown. You need to start pressuring Yoghurt or you will start to collapse in this last 2 minutes of the game, because as of now they have had a lot of ball control. They are creating plays and you aren't pressuring them enough on the side of DizLown.
Eichwolf trying to keep that in play. Bama coming to back him up, and Bama has the shot, and that probably would have went in down off the crossbar. Fakeow making a great save, and Fakeow again trying to play this back out to midfield, but he's met by Bama. Bama gets a high tap over onto the side. Bama gets a second tap down to the opposite field of DizLown territory. Clearing it out, Mindra finally clears that one out again. This is a best-of-3 series. Yoghurt trying to play to go to the finals. They are up 1-0 in the series. DizLown playing to stay alive. They're in elimination station as that just rolls away from the goal. And now
Yoghurt, they are on the edge of closing out this series. They only need to score 1 goal in order to close it out without going to overtime, but they have plenty of time. They will be able to clear that away. Eichwolf just having a little bit of sweat on his forehead, I could imagine.
I don't know. Eichwolf was like, nah, I got this. Just casually rolling over to the ball, but hey, from some of the plays we've seen, anything can happen, I guess. 35 seconds left to go, still tied up, pushing it back to midfield. Nexo trying to get the pass for Bama, but it's pushed back into the zone. Fakeow trying to find the tap there. Mindra gets the shot over the corner. It's going to be just wide, and 30 seconds left to go now. Playing it is Nexo. Nexo hits it twice, off the back wall. It bounces opposite side. Tano trying to clear it out. Picked off by Bama. And FakeOut read that nicely off of Bama. I go with the shot. And that was the laser. But a great save by Mindra. 10 seconds now. Mindra looking to take this shot. Already up in the air is Nexo playing it back into the zone. Wolf might have an opportunity on this ball, but it's pushed away by FakeOut. Coming up now, Nexo with the shot. And it's going to be cleared away by Tano. And with 1 second left to go, the ball's still in the air. It's hanging over in the other corner. Can they keep this in play? It's still in the air. It's going to stay up. Mindra with the shot. It's still up. And it almost goes in, but we have overtime.
That could have been so close, but yes, we have overtime between DizLown and Yoghurt. Have we seen the expiration date of the Yoghurt, or will DizLown be able to lose this game? Will Yoghurt be able to close it out? That is the big question we have to see answered. But as of now, DizLown, they haven't really been able to create plays. They haven't been able to pressure Yoghurt, and we need to see Yoghurt just keep this up. They need to keep this way of playing up because it has been so good for them till now.
Oh, Bama finds his way past two defenders. Almost gets that one in, but it hit with a crossbar on the post meet. Still in DizLown territory, pushing it out now. Mindra met by Nexo. Going over, opting for Tano. Tano slams this over, off to the ceiling. And he is met by Bama to Nexo. Nexo to Bama. Bama with the shot and a great save by FakeOut, but keeping it in play is Nexo. And another great clear by Mindra. Mindra does get the second tap to push it back to midfield, wrapping back around, putting this into the corner is Wolf. It's going to bounce favorably for him. Wolf's going to take the shot, and he rolls it under everybody. And Yoghurt is going to move on to the finals, 3-2 against DizLown.
Putting it up for himself over in the corner, then shooting it straight into the goal. Wolf being a huge player for his team, scoring that last goal, allowing Yoghurt to move into the grand final of the weekly 3v3 Rewind Gaming tournament. And now, Yoghurt, they will once again find themselves in the grand final where they have been so many times before.
Yeah, DizLown had just a great game 2 there. It looked like for a little bit that they were going to pull through and force a game 3. Unfortunately, Yoghurt hanging on, making saves where they need to, and able to hold out till overtime and move on to the grand finals. Guys, we're going to move straight over to our next semifinals match between EleGiggle and Team Bean. We saw Team Bean earlier on stream, so we definitely know what they're capable of. Should be a great match. I'm Joby Please. He's Ben Varmarin. We'll see you on the other side. All right, guys, we are here for our next semifinals between Team Bean and EleGiggle. Team Bean, you know him, you love him. It's Mafia Graven, Momo, and Prime. EleGiggle in orange. It's LGD, Mep, or Mackie. Oh my goodness, Nevo. Jorby's having trouble with his words. We are already underway. 5 seconds in with a quick shot, and it's going to go in by LGD. And 6 seconds in, EleGiggle on the board.
EleGiggle coming in with a nice shot already from the start. The Season 2 Grand Champion. He's here to win. He's not here to play. And well, getting the first goal is definitely a way to shut down their opponents.
Yeah, now Team Bean find themselves in the early hole. See if they can respond. But right now, EleGiggle looking to play this one offensively. Mackie actually plays that right over to Momo. Momo back down to Mafia Graven, back to Momo. Momo can't find the ball, and now it's going to be cleared away by Mackie. Mackie to EleGiggle. EleGiggle got blown up after that shot, and Prime plays it back into the zone, missing that. Backing him up is, excuse me, Nevo. Nevo back over to EleGiggle, and EleGiggle hits that over into the corner, met by Momo. Momo off onto the side wall, hits that pretty far off, but a lot of members of EleGiggle around to save that.
You said it before, we have seen Team Bean. They are a team consisting of 3 superstars, 3 guys that are so good together. They cooperate so well. And could this perhaps be the way to shut down EleGiggle? They need to.
Mackie had the double tap on the backboard.
They really need to clear away these balls. They can't give EleGiggle too much room to play with, because yes, you might be 3 guys that are very good at cooperating together, but if there are just 1 or 2 superstars on the side of EleGiggle, then that could be your doom.
Coming up is EleGiggle, or LGD, coming down is, Nevo almost got the rebound.
Going wide.
Nevo. Thank you, Ben Varmeren, for my filthy American accent pronunciation. Coming back, Nevo, to midfield. Prime meets him there. And now it's going to be Mackie. Mackie. Over. Onto the corner. Mackie's just going to opt to go back around, and trying to fight that one was Nevo, but he overshot the ball. Found himself, he was able to wrap around and hit that back over into the corner. Coming back to midfield, still Nevo. He gets it by 2 guys, and now coming around was Mackie, able to get that shot away from Momo, and here comes LGD off the backboard. No one's really there to follow up. Prime's already going to hit the ball, but waiting for it is Nevo. Nevo hits it right back in. Going to get the play going here with the shot. LGD waiting for the ball, and it gets knocked back over to Mackie. Oh my goodness, Mafia Graven had him beat by a mile on that ball, and it's pushed back into EleGiggle territory. And now Nevo to EleGiggle. Broken up by Momo. Prime hits that off to Mafia Graven. Mafia Graven gets it by 1. Mafia Graven off the backboard. The shot by Momo. Momo gets it in. It's 1-1. Team Bean.
From the midcourt, Mafia Graven were able to just take it all the way up through the walls. Momo being in the right position to capitalize on that ball. And that meant that they could score for themselves. And well, this game, EleGiggle, I'd have to say this game is a little bit PogChamp.
I had to have myself a little giggle just because I saw in chat, someone was correcting you, quote unquote, saying that they're not superstars, they're grand champs. Well, when Ben Varmeren says they're superstars, he means that they're not. The rank's not superstars.
Yeah, the rank is not superstar. They are just they are top dollar guys. They are the guys that are
high
really good at cooperating together, and therefore I call them superstars.
There's Nevo to LGD. LGD to Mackie. Mackie can't find the ball. That would have been a pretty sick redirect, but LGD keeping it play. Nevo with the shot. Mackie finds the ball back in his own territory. He's going to punch it over into the corner and meet his own ball. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Tied up 1-1. Mackie down to LGD, broken up by Momo. Mafia Graven and Nevo on the 50-50. Momo comes up with the ball off to the sidewall. Momo, he's going to air dribble. He's coming down. He gets it past LGD, but the ball now gets away from him. Wasn't able to get towards the net. And a spike pick here and a great save by LGD. Mackie hitting this over into the corner. 1:30 left to go. Still 1-1. Looking to get some pressure is Team Bean, but now Mackie plays it out. Prime back over Nevo. LGD able to clear back to midfield, and it's been back and forth here. 5 shots on goal coming out from EleGiggle, 4 coming out from Team Bean. It is felt about as even as the scoreboard says.
It definitely feels very even. Neither team is ball. We're just seeing a ball being shot back and forth throughout the stadium, and neither team have scored the winning goal yet. 1 minute left to go. The 2 teams, they have plenty of chances with the ball going back and forth.
Well, here's Nevo, the pass to EleGiggle off the backboard. Coming up, Mackie, he undershot that way low. And now 45 seconds left to go. Trying to get an offensive opportunity as Team Bean, but it's played nicely on the back wall by Nevo. Nevo to EleGiggle with a shot and a great save by Momo. Momo trying to wrap around, getting it past EleGiggle, but he can't. EleGiggle gonna pop this up for Mackie. Oh my goodness, that was a great tap over Mafi by EleGiggle, but it goes away. Now it's Mafi to Prime. Prime with a shot off the crossbar and the post. Momo trying to keep it in play, but he's met by two members, EleGiggle. And now 20 seconds left to go. That was about as good as a chance as any as Team B was going to get it in the net because EleGiggle otherwise playing great here in the corners. It's going to be Nevo. Nevo gets it, rolls it over one guy. 10 seconds left to go. See if they can get something materializing here. Mackie over now. EleGiggle with a shot, but it was cleared away way early by Mafi Graven. And now with 1 second left, it drops. No. We have overtime, 1-1.
We have overtime. This game, as you said, is as even as the scoreboard. Neither team has been able to score more than one goal. And this game, going to overtime, it is still going to be very even. That could have been very dangerous.
EleGiggle to Mackie. Mackie gets the tap down. He spikes it onto the ground, but it goes wide. And now pushed over into the corner. Mackie trying to keep it in play. Mafi Graven coming up. He's going to clear it. Now,
but this game is very close. Neither team is scoring, but this is dangerous. Very dangerous indeed.
A little dangerous, but Mackie, oh my goodness, he left it up for Prime! What are you tossing it to Prime? What team are you on? 2-1, Team Bean takes the lead in the series, 1-0.
Mackie, you don't give your opponent a free shot like that. You don't put it up for them. You have to make it hard for them. But when you make it easy for Team Bean, yes, they will capitalize. Yes, they will score. And they will then move on to having a lead in this best of three semi-final. EleGiggle now on the back foot.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for EleGiggle on that one. I think I know what Mackie wanted to do there, and maybe he just didn't necessarily see Prime coming up the way he was. But unfortunate for EleGiggle, Team Bean taking the lead in the series and making the most of that opportunity. Now they move on to game two. Aside from not passing it straight to the other team, what does EleGiggle got to do to get back in this?
Well, it's hard to say because this game has been very even. Both teams have been able to score one goal each, and then off of that, both teams, they just neutralized each other. Nobody were really able to do anything, and we just ended up seeing a stalemate more or less for 2 or 3 minutes. So for EleGiggle, they need to be able to create plays. They need to create
my goodness, Nevo! EleGiggle smashing against the back wall, and Nevo, he plays pinball in the net, and it just bounces off of, I think, 2 people. He shoots here. It's going to hit Mafi Graven. No, Prime came over, and it hit him right into the net.
Well, as I was about to say, that they need to be able to create pressure onto Team Bean. They do so. They make an aggressive play all the way down from their own court, just starting that attack. And then now they are up 1 goal against Team Bean. And Team Bean, they must be feeling a little bit pressured. Yes, you have plenty of time, but you don't want to give too much room to play with to someone like EleGiggle, because we have seen how even these 2 teams are.
Coming and juggling that one was Mackie, but it got picked off the top of his car by Momo. Coming up now, Prime puts a shot right on the net, and Prime, slim pickings. It's 1-1, Team Bean.
Well, I said you don't want to give too much room to play with. Over to EleGiggle, and well, getting your first goal of the game is definitely a way to get back to that even state of mind of the 2 teams. And now, well, we see a stalemate once again.
There's Mafi Graven on the face-off. Momo trying to get the follow-up, but he overshot the ball, and Mackie going to hit it towards midfield. Prime missing it now. Mackie, the chance to take his team up. He's going to set that one up for EleGiggle, but he found Momo instead as we approach the minute mark here. Only a minute is gone, man. Feels like so much more time has passed. It's just so much action.
It does, because the 2 teams have just had a lot of action, but this was indeed a little bit close. Momo is not done yet.
Oh, Prime takes this shot in the corner, and it goes in. Prime with the wide angle shot. What a shot. 2-1.
He capitalized on the fact that Nevo didn't get to hit that ball, and just shooting it straight into the corner. There was no way for the goalie to pass that ball away. And now Team Bean, they are up 1 goal against EleGiggle, and EleGiggle, they must be feeling a little bit PogChamp because they are behind.
All right, coming around. see if EleGiggle can tie this back up again. EleGiggle down in the series, 1-0. This is elimination station for them to move on to the finals. Coming. Nevo trying to clear this away. Graven keeping it over into the corner. EleGiggle finally able to punch that back to midfield. Coming. Momo teed that one up for EleGiggle, but Prime came around and saved that ball. Now it's Nevo keeping it in play for EleGiggle, but it's knocked back into their own corner. Coming, Graven trying to stay on that one. EleGiggle beats him to the ball. It rolls off the ceiling to Mackie, but Mackie's going to opt for EleGiggle on this, and it's going to bounce off of a car, roll into the corner. Prime on top. He gets bumped out of the way by Mackie. Mackie to Nevo, and that was a good play, but even a better read by Graven, breaking that up before it even happened. Coming, EleGiggle can't beat Prime to that ball. Now Prime's levitating in the air, and Mackie already up on the backboard, playing that nicely back to midfield. Mackie still on this ball. Nevo waiting to see what he's going to do with it. Mackie doing some nice things off the back wall, and Nevo with the shot, but it was saved again by Graven. Now trying to fight him off is EleGiggle, and he was able to eventually get Graven away from there. But there's Graven back. Good rotations coming out here from Team Bean. Again, what we saw out of them in the last match that we streamed them on, that is exactly what they are good at defensively. Coming. Less than half of the game left to go. Getting blown up. There was Nevo, but Mackie looking to keep that in play, giving Nevo time to get back in the game. Now, Graven trying to clear this one out, but EleGiggle is there. Some offensive opportunity, maybe getting it going. EleGiggle hangs it over the net, but he's not able to get back around. None of his teammates there to really follow up. That was a tight window. Back to the back corner. Nevo can't get that one, broken up by Momo. Graven and EleGiggle onto the sidewall. Uh-oh, someone got blown up there. Prime, he's gonna roll that in. The blow and go. It's 3-1 with 1:46 left to go.
Have EleGiggle lost their steam because they are not really in the right position? Yes, you had one guy blown up right there, but you aren't in the right position. You aren't able to create these attacks which are just punishing you the most, because you are giving so much pressure again, so much room again over to Team Bean. You are allowing them to create these attacks time and time again, and still, yes, you attack, but they are also good at playing defensive. Team Bean, they are just a better team as of now than EleGiggle.
Yeah, not looking good for EleGiggle here late. Again, it's win or go home for them. EleGiggle able to clear that one away. Momo actually completely missed that as it rolls back to midfield, smacking it back towards the net as Prime off the backboard. Mackie gonna meet it and pop it away. Still time ticking down. Still time left for EleGiggle to get back in this.
Yes, they have 1 minute and 2.
Oh, the wide angle shot! It just goes
that
wide.
could have been the start of it, but they did not hit that, and now Momo has a free shot at the goal.
Well, Nevo was able to bump him on his way over and regain control of the ball. Mackie, though, he can't get it by Graven, but off on the backboard, playing it nicely, was EleGiggle. But now with 45 seconds left, Mackie to EleGiggle. EleGiggle with a shot and trying to get that rebound was Nevo. EleGiggle gonna lightly tap it in front of the net. Graven there to push that one away. Coming up high. Oh, Nevo's got to get higher than that. He's able to keep the tap down. Coming up, EleGiggle off the backboard. He can't get there. And Graven able to get that. And,
time is running out.
Graven racing for this ball. Nevo able to beat him to the ball. 25 seconds left to go. EleGiggle, if you want to go to the finals, you have to score right now. Mackie to Nevo. Nevo high off the back wall. He gets that tap, but it's going to be high again. And that's 3 or 4 opportunities that EleGiggle has missed. Granted, tight windows and tight passes that you got to make, and really, like, you know, getting your car in the right angle, just tough shots to make. But hey, that's why Team Bean is going to walk away with the victory and move on to the finals against our other team.
Yoghurt.
Names escape me sometimes. Words are hard, ladies and gentlemen. But what a game, though.
Yes, and a huge problem for EleGiggle in that game was just that they weren't able to create these fast-paced plays. They kind of just fell apart. They lost their steam. They weren't able to get up into that top gear where they could create these fast-paced game, which then allowed Team Bean to play the way that they love, to slow and steady. They could just take it very calmly. They could play calm and collected. They could play smart, and they took their time, which just allowed them to create attacks with all of their members, and that ended up shutting down the side of of
EleGiggle.
EleGiggle.
Yeah. No, well said. And guys, we're gonna move on to the grand finals, and it's gonna be a great one. Team Bean versus Yoghurt. It's gonna be a heck of a series. I can't wait for it. I know Ben Varmering can't wait for it. And we'll be back more shortly. But just before we go, I just want to mention two things again. If you haven't already, and I noticed that people have, actually, let me check real quick and see where we're at. We, for the Match Arena, are at $33. That's awesome. We started at, I think, 25 at the beginning. So thank you guys for your support there. If you haven't already, if you go and you type in, it's probably already in chat, but if it's not, you just !Match Arena. It'll bring up a link, and this costs nothing to you except a little bit of energy on your keyboard, where you just type in RG Weekly 4, and it'll automatically donate $1 to next week's prize pool for Rewind Gaming. And we really appreciate anything that gets thrown there, guys. All of your support, we really appreciate it. We will be back real shortly with our grand finals between Team Bean and Yoghurt. I'm Jorby Please. He's Ben Varmeren. We'll see you soon. All right, guys, we are back for the moment you've been waiting for all tournament long. We are here for the grand finals, best of 5 series between Yoghurt and Team Bean. And a quick shout out to our boy Bucket Man with his sick 360 no-scope shots of the field. And yeah, that's about all I got to say about that. I'm Jorby, please, bringing you play-by-play. With me doing that deep color analysis is Ben Varmarin. And we're going to get right underway. Yoghurt in blue, Team Bean in orange. Don't need any introduction for the players. You already know who they are. Bomba on the face-off, and it was Prime, and now going the way of Team Bean on this face-off, coming for the quick pick. It's Prime, but it's going to be just wide, and coming 10 seconds in already. A shot wasn't registered, but it might as well have been. Just hangs around midfield, pushing it back in now. Ike Wolf, getting my teams mixed up. Now it's Bomba, getting that tap down over to Nexo. Nexo keeping this, trying to keep it away from Team Bean. Team Bean and Momo have other ideas as he hits this against the back wall, and Ike Wolf going to play that nicely away. Mafi Graven can't keep it in play as Bomba gets the tap over to Nexo. Now Nexo's waiting to see what Prime does with this ball, but Bomba coming to back him up off the backboard. Nexo coming down, he gets the tap down. It's going to go in. A great shot by Nexo, and it's 1-0 Yoghurt here early.
Starting out really bad for Team Bean. They did not pressure Yoghurt at all, and therefore we saw Bomba and Nescu. They started that attack, and well, then they were just able to end it with a goal of their own because they didn't get pressured at all, and they had plenty of room to play with.
And Nexo pushing that one away from Mafi Graven. Momo trying to keep it in play. Now opting for Prime. Prime trying to put a shot on, but he's met by Bomba. Now coming around is Mafi Graven. He actually can barely find the ball as Nexo pushes this back into Team Bean territory. Now Nexo. Momo comes out with that ball somehow, and he backflips. And that's a feels bad man backflip if I've ever seen one. Mafi Graven trying to fight off Nexo here in midfield. And Bomba coming to push it over towards the net. And playing pinball was Momo and Prime on that ball. And now Momo trying to clear this one out again. Met by Nexo. Back shallow in Bean territory. Coming. Bomba. Met by Momo. Shoots that over to Yoghurt zone. And now it's Nexo again. Back and forth. And everyone's kind of converging onto the net there. A little scary there for a moment. They were really waiting off the ceiling. Prime able to keep that from bouncing unfavorably. Now Bomba trying to keep this one in play. Prime meets him on the side. Good back wall and backboard play defensively by Team Bean. That almost goes in, and a great save by Nexo. And now coming back around, trying to put the shot on his Prime. It's high, and another great save by Ike Wolf. Coming down around off the back wall, getting that shot as Prime, but that one's going to be way wide. We're at the 3-minute mark. It's 1-0. This game has been flying by so far, and both teams really getting their opportunities.
But as of now, it is Yoghurt that are thriving. They are so good, and they love to play in these kind of situations where they are in control, where they can make these fast-paced plays, and where they can score goals like that.
Next. Oh my gosh, I can't say his name. It was Nexo as he just taps it up real lightly off of the crossbar, and Ike Wolf taps it in 2-0.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. They love to be in situations. They thrive off of this when they are in control, when they can have these fast-paced situations where they can play together, where they can cooperate as a team. That's exactly when they play so well together.
What a team play by Yoghurt! Oh my goodness, all 3 players involved on this one, and it goes boom, Nexo, boom,
do it again.
Boom, Bomba.
This is exactly what we always see from Yoghurt. They know how to play together. They know where their teammates always are, and then they can make these 2 guys plays, 3 guys plays. It's a 3v3 game, and therefore they can just play together so well and always cooperate in the right way.
Less than half the game left to go. 3-0 for Yoghurt. Really just taking complete control of this game. Team Bean trying to find something offensively. Momo trying to get this one over towards the net, and it's pushed away back over, but Prime keeping it in play. Now it's going to hang, in a great backboard defense by Nexo as he comes off the backboard to tap that again. Back down to Bomba. Bomba taps that high, and backing up Mafi Graven to get that ball now. Hanging around in midfield. Nexo. Sometimes his name trips me up, man. Prime able to smack that back to the corner. Prime still on this ball. He actually misses it. Now Nexo, he does the short hop air dribble off to the backboard. It's hanging around. Bomba trying to get there, but he's knocked up by Prime. And 1:43 left to go in this game. Team Bean just can't get it out of their zone. There's 7 shots by Yoghurt. Only 3 for Team Bean.
And this is Team Yoghurt relentlessly trying to shoot the ball into the goal. They are always down at the orange court, and there's simply no way for Team Bean to clear the ball away from their court. Team Yoghurt, they keep going down there, and now they might score on the goal.
That was a nice double flick by Nexo, unfortunately. Hit the crossbar just a little too high. Bomba keeps this one in play. Coming around Nexo, tried to meet Prime on that one, but Prime hits that one away. Bomba! Oh! Sorry, that wasn't Bomba, that was Nexo. Just the back, it was like a back little flip as it goes up. And Bomba taps that, and somehow Nexo got this. He gets that second tap because Momo actually was going to save it. Everything was so close. 4-0 Yoghurt, and with a minute 12 left to go, it's just Team B might be playing for game 2 at this point.
Team Bean, yes, they might be playing for game 2, and in game 2 they need to gain control of the ball. As of now, you are constantly trying to clear the ball away, you're trying to buy yourself time, but it is without any aim. They are doing it very aimlessly.
And now in midfield, coming around Prime, he actually misses that ball, and Bomba gonna try to push it back into Team Bean territory. Over in the corner, met by Prime again. Or Momo, I'm sorry, not Prime. Words are hard today. Eichwolf trying to push it around to midfield, but it is met by Mafi Graven still hanging around midfield. There's Momo, or not Momo, I'm sorry, Nexo to Bomba. Bomba to Eichwolf. Eichwolf just misses the tap down. 30 seconds left to go. It would have been a sick play. The team plays coming out of Yoghurt are just fantastic right now. And that's about how you want to play in a grand finals of any tournament. Now Nexo coming up with the ball. Bomba looking to try to get set up for a pass here. Off on the side, it's going to be Nexo towards the net. Played nicely by Prime, high off the backboard. Mafi Graven can't find that ball, and Bomba comes up with it. Bomba and Momo. And Bomba looks like he's going to win that, but Prime going to knock it back to midfield, and as time ticks down, Team Bean gotta get something going here in game 2 as Yoghurt wins convincingly in game 1.
In a little while. They're not done yet.
It's still hanging around. It drops fine.
There we go. So, once again, the defending champions of the Rewind Gaming 3v3 weekly tournament are victorious once again. They need to win 2 more games in order to win the whole grand final again. But it was a very lackluster performance coming out from Team Bean. We have seen Team Bean. They are in the right position when they are allowed to play together as a 3-man unit, but they weren't able to do so in this game. Yoghurt, they shut them down. They were always down at their court. There weren't no space for Team Bean to develop these 3-man plays, and therefore they just lost because they couldn't create that environment in which they thrive.
And coming now around, game 2 already underway here. Back around midfield, it's going to be Eichwolf pushing this off into Team Bean's corner, and met by Prime. He's going to look to play this one away. Back to mid, it's Prime. Over into Yoghurt zone, and Momo's going to miss that tap, and now trying to get that over, and that's an easy goal. Bomba just walks that in from Nexo, and it's 1-0 just like that.
Starting off really fast, getting that first goal for themselves. Team Yoghurt, they want to shut them down already here. They want to nail them down often, and they are doing it with 1 goal, with only nearly half a minute being played of this second game in the grand final.
Coming Eichwolf to keep this in play, and Bomba trying to get the redirect over. Meeting him there was Prime. Keeping this over onto the net was Prime. Able to clear that one away. And Momo with the shot. Nexo with the shot. 2-0. I'm getting Nexo and Momo mixed up for no reason, but 40 seconds in, Yoghurt taking another early lead.
Welcome to the game of Yoghurt, where they will dominate the defending champions. They are shooting left, right, and center, and that's not a lot the Team Bean can do to shut them down. Team Bean, I told you, they are a 3-man unit, but they aren't allowed to play that 3-man unit. They are forced into the chaotic style of Yoghurt, and they aren't thriving in it.
A shot by Bomba. It gets by everybody, but it hits the post and keeping it in play. Nexo trying to. Mafi Graven finally getting it back past midfield, and it stays around midfield, but getting that back over to the corner is Momo. Momo over to Prime. He can't get it by Nexo, and trying to read this one is Mafi Graven, and now everyone's trying to get around this ball. Momo got bumped on his way to it, and Eichwolf going to pop this high. He's looking to get Mafi Graven out of the net, but he wasn't able to find Mafi Graven as he was able to clear that away. Now, Momo back to midfield. Met by Nexo, but he got blown up in the process. And a minute 30 into this game, still a lot of pressure coming out from Yoghurt. And now an easy little shot there, easily turned away by Bomba before it got anywhere near the net. And it's hanging here. Mafi misses that time. Prime off the backboard, and there it is. There, Momo couldn't get it on. Prime trying to keep it over, and Nexo keeping it away. Pushed back over by Mafi Graven, and it rolls up the sidewall towards midfield. Back over Bomba, pushing it back to Team Bean territory. Nexo teeing that up for somebody, probably Prime. Now, still off of this, it rolls off of the ceiling, and a good save by Momo coming in hot and fast was Bomba, looking to make this a 3-0 lead as we are getting close to halftime.
That attack down at the blue side was the most alive we have seen Team Bean be throughout the whole grand final. They just, again, they are in a chaotic style. They aren't allowed to play their calm and collected style where they can play as a 3-man unit. And well, they got that one moment of being a 3-man unit, but Team Yoghurt, they shut them down really fast, and now they are about to score yet another goal.
Eichwolf with the shot, but it hit the top of the post and the side of the crossbar. Now hanging around in midfield, trying to get a shot or some opportunity going. Prime, but it's hanging around shallow in Yoghurt territory. Bomba clearing that one away, but I think you put it perfectly, and it really with the shot by Eichwolf, getting the pick right there. He sneaks it by a guy, and it's 3-0 with 2 minutes left to go. And right before that, what I'm just trying to say is, you just see Team Bean, the rotations have just completely broken down. They're desperate. They're trying to get something going, and they're not playing a good game. And Yoghurt has gotten into their heads at this point, I think, with these positional breakdowns.
Even though Yoghurt are normally liquid, we see these guys being very solid, and they are just shutting down Team Bean. You said it, man. They cannot create any attacks at all because they aren't allowed to start up these attacks.
It's hanging around the net, and Prime was able to get up there and clear it. With 1:40 left to go, still down 3. Team Bean, there has to be some kind of momentum changer. And now Prime or Mafi Graven off of the pass from Momo. Eichwolf easily clears that one away. That's Mafi Graven back to Momo, but meeting that one is Nexo. Momo is trying to get something going, but they're desperate, just can't get anything going. And another positional breakdown. Prime keeping that back down away from his net. Mafi Graven trying to get the follow-up, but it's pushed back in. Now Bomba trying to get up to that ball. He's beaten. And now, with some kind of opportunity, Team Bean trying to get something going, but again, cleared away off into the corner. Prime here off the backboard, met by Eichwolf, down to Bomba. It's gonna just be right off the post. Bomba comes down, pushes it off into the corner, trying to keep this in play. Still is Momo. Momo trying to play bully now, trying to get someone out of the net. And Mafi Graven, he gets it around the defender, but it goes opposite field into the other corner. And now this hanging around midfield. Bomba's going to have a shot on the net. He's going to hit it high. It's going to hit the crossbar, but he can't get the second tap. Coming down was Nexo. He couldn't get it over to the net. Prime saving that one, and Nexo giving him a little bit of thought about that. Whew. A little bit of play there going on. There's Eichwolf to Bomba. Broken up over. Mafi Graven waiting for the pass. It's high off the backboard, and Prime came up and might have stolen that goal from Momo. And with 20 seconds left to go, you got to score 3 goals. And it looks like Yoghurt is about to take themselves into sweep territory. Momo with a good save, and Eichwolf gonna try to get it in, and he does. Prime. I'm sorry, Duddy. It's just not your day. 4-0. 13 seconds left to go.
Team Bean, we have to question whether or not they have an answer to Yoghurt at this point in the grand final. They have looked very weak. They had a better performance in the first game. In this game, they have been totally shut down. They haven't had an answer, and we need to see. Okay, so
all right,
a self-goal coming out there.
If that's not about if you need a summary of the game, you just gotta show this goal right here, and it's about.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
And as I was saying, it's basically just Team Bean not being able to answer the way that Yoghurt are playing in any way. Team Yoghurt, they have shut them down, and Team Bean, I said it before, they thrive in an environment where they can play as a 3-man unit, but Yoghurt are not allowing them to play that way, and there are no variations coming out from Team Bean. They're not adapting to the way that Yoghurt are shutting them down, and therefore they are down 2 games in this grand final, and I'm doubting that they might get another one game off of Team Yoghurt just because it looks like they have no answer.
All right, looks like our teams are asking for a quick remake of the lobby, so we will do that real quick and get back with you with game 3. And Yoghurt going up 2 on the series. We'll be right back. All right, the lobby has been remade. Yoghurt and Team Bean have already taken their sides of the field. Yoghurt, 1 game away from walking away champions again. And we will see if Team Bean can fight their way back into this series as we are already underway. And coming up is Nexo. It doesn't even matter because Ike he flew it in from midfield. It's 1-0, 7 seconds in, and Yoghurt, they're not looking to give up anything.
Starting out strong with a shot from the middle of the field. Ike just again taking it out onto Team Bean. Team Bean, we said this, we have to question whether or not they have an answer because it looks like Team Yoghurt has got into the head of Team Bean, and they have been shut down.
Prime with a shot, what a great save by Ike. That was a good play set up. Ike able to get right up there. He was waiting for it. Now Graven, he tried to dribble that ball over, and Prime was waiting for it, but great defense by Yoghurt there, able to clear that back over to midfield. Now it's excuse me, Bamba. And Bamba, he just taps that one in from midfield. 2 midfield shots coming out from Yoghurt. 2-0, 30 seconds in.
Midfield shots are apparently the name of the game in this game 3 of the grand final. Yoghurt, they are looking to just shut down Team Bean. Team Bean, we need to see variations. We need to see them adapt to the fact that they are behind 2 goals and they cannot play in a team coordinated style. They need to adapt to this chaotic style, and it's looking rather hard for them to do so.
There, Nexo pushes it into the corner. It's going to roll off the back wall, and Prime is going to play that and pretty much power shot that the whole way back to Yoghurt territory. Now over in Yoghurt's corner, finds it, Ike to Bamba, but no play there. Nexo going back to net to try to save this play, but not able to get a play going was Graven, and Ike back to midfield. Bamba and Nexo both meeting that one. Might have been going for a pinch. Almost got it off, but Prime playing it off in the corner. Ike playing it in high off the backboard. Momo getting 1 tap. Momo getting 2 taps and like 1,000 taps there on the air dribble. Graven trying to get the shot down, but he just can't get his car around the ball. And Nexo to Bamba. Bamba still on this ball. He's going to play it off to the side. Bamba going with that little, looked like he was trying to fake out Graven. Graven didn't take the bait, and now...
Oh, don't go after the same ball!
And that has been... Bean. That has been about the story. Don't go after
the same ball!
Yeah, that has been about the story for Team Bean at this point.
Yeah, they are a team that likes to play coordinated, but they're playing so uncoordinated, and they're trying to adapt to the chaotic style, but they're not doing it the right way.
And coming around now, Ike tapping this off to the backboard, coming to get his neck, but Momo still saving it, but it's dangling around, and Neko backflips it in to make it 3-0 with 2:52 left to go. And Team Bean not able to find absolutely anything in this series. I'm just not convinced they can come back.
No, I'm not very convinced either. And Team Bean, right there, they should have been smart enough to communicate that, well, guys, we don't need to go 2 guys after the same ball. We need to clear it away. So why are we going 2 guys after the ball and then 1 guy come in from the side? Making it a self-goal. Team Bean, they're getting shut down very hard. And I'd have to question whether or not the first goal wasn't the nail in the coffin. And as of now, it's basically just Yoghurt showing off.
Oh, there was Momo to Prime. We tried to give it to Graven. Graven couldn't find the ball. Just nothing. Even when the pass plays are working, they just can't find the ball off of these passes. Now Nexo pushing this back over to the sidewall. Bomba looking to take it over. Bomba's going to take a shot towards the net. Graven goes up and meets them back in midfield. Oh, and getting blown up is Nexo, but the shot goes towards the net off the backboard from Bomba. And now dribbling is Prime. Prime met by Nexo, breaks that one up now off the ceiling. Nexo gonna hit this off the backboard. Coming around is, Ike Wolf, but wasn't able to find it. He was broken up by Graven. Graven still on this ball, tries to dump that one over to Prime. Prime going backwards, trying to get to it. Bomba breaks it up. Now, Ike Wolf met by Momo. Now it's Bomba. Bomba over to Nexo. Nexo hits that off the ceiling in the corner. Still staying around this ball, trying to battle off 2 guys for this. Prime trying to come away with the ball. He's able to get it past 1, but Ike Wolf right there. He gets it past Ike Wolf too. Now Prime, finally, can he get his team on the board? No, Bomba bullies him away from the ball. And a great defensive maneuver by Bomba to keep, he knew he just couldn't beat him to the ball, but he knew he could smack Prime out of the way. There's Graven. Broken up again by Bomba. Bomba tries to get that to Ike Wolf. Ike Wolf misses the connection. Rolls up the back wall. Bomba trying to get the shot met by Graven. And we are approaching a minute left. And as time ticks down, it's getting just more desperate and desperate for Team Bean to at least get a goal on the board. And Team Bean, I don't think one time in this game or in this series they've had control of the ball.
No, they didn't really have control of the ball. I mean, game 1 was way... Okay, they...
Oh!
No,
okay.
they got a goal. They got a goal.
Right off.
So, in game 1, it actually looked fairly good for Team Bean, but here they got their first goal. This might give them a glimmer of hope. It might spell the comeback for Team Bean. There's still 45 seconds left to go. That is plenty of time. Have Team Bean come out with the right answer to the way that Yoghurt are playing.
Well, here they win this face-off at Prime. He's going to wrap this around. Off on the backboard, coming to try to spike it down as Momo. He can't find the ball. And Graven trying to keep it in play, but it goes back out to midfield. Bomba now to Nexo. Nexo pops it, and a good save by Prime. Prime smacks it back over into Yoghurt's corner. 25 seconds left to go. They got to score right here if they have any chance. And the ball gets away from everyone, and Bomba going to push this into the corner. Bomba spikes it onto the back wall. Ike Wolf trying to find it. He does, but it goes opposite field. And now it's Momo. Momo gets it past 2 guys. Nexo wasn't able to find it. Momo still on this ball, and now coming off to clear it off is Ike Wolf. And this is coming around. Again, met by Nexo, and as time ticks down, that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Yoghurt sweeping Team Bean. Not necessarily what I expected in this series. A sweep, and a convincing sweep at that. Just absolute domination by Yoghurt, absolutely outplaying Team Bean in every phase of the game. Defensively, offensively, midfield, playing enforcer. Anything you can do in Rocket League, they did better than Team Bean that entire series.
You know what, Yorby? I think you weren't the only one that hoped for a little bit more of a competitive grand final. And to be honest, Team Bean, they looked okay in game 1. But then in game 2 and game 3, Yoghurt, they just came into the head of them. They had completely control of the game, and they were certainly in the head of Team Bean. Yoghurt, they had the answer. They got a little bit dragged around the arena in game 1, but then they had the answer. They had that chaotic style, which was something that Team Bean could simply not handle at all.
Yeah, and that will be it. Yoghurt will be taking the bacon home to mama, as I like to say. But before we go and before we sign off for the day, just want to mention 2 things to you guys. Next week, for the 3v3 tournament here at Rewind Gaming, we will be moving over and testing out Smash GG as a new platform and using that. So if you want to sign up next week, make sure you get in to the Discord and you get that information and sign up on Smash GG, not Battlefly next week, because there won't be a tournament for you to sign up for on Battlefly. Now, And that will be it for that, guys. Appreciate all the support in Match Reno, and thank you guys all for watching today. And me and Ben Varmerin, we're signing off, and we will see you guys later.
Yes, we will. So thank you all for watching. And do remember, you can find us over on Twitter. You can also find me on Facebook if you want to know what we're doing. And on behalf of Yorby and I, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next broadcast.